Norm 172 Sierra Papa, cleared to Tango Romeo Lima as filed. Departure frequency is this frequency, squawk 5154.
What's up, dudes? I redid my entire audio setup again, and I hope it doesn't sound crappy.
Tango Romeo Lima Airport as filed.
We'll see how things go. Using my old setup before I decided to get the Go XLR.
And readback's correct. Hold for departure.
Kind of annoying to use in some ways, so I'm back to my old ways. See how it goes.
We are holding for release for 172 Sierra Papa currently.
What's going on, Mike? Hey, Josh. Hey, Kevin.
Contact center 135.175.
35175, CJ2 for ACU.
Alright, I think I got my VATSIM volume set. We'll see. You guys will tell me if it's,
released for departure.
It's impossible to control, so we'll see.
With intentions.
It has the craziest range of volumes.
Report to you if we're not up by that time.
So this guy is half the volume of the previous guy.
Southwest 2327, Clementine 17,000.
Maybe people don't know how to use the audio settings where it shows you a green band, and while you talk, it just says like your volume while talking normally should be within this green area. So, I don't know. It's not that difficult to set, but I wonder if most people just don't even set it. Anyway, we'll see how the new setup goes. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Hopefully all the volumes are pretty balanced. We'll see how it goes. I loaded into Dallas because there's just a bunch of people on there. So if I look over here, I mean, there's a lot, man, there's a ton of controllers on. We got some weather in Dallas, so everything sounds good for you. Nice. For now, yeah. As we listen to VATSIM, things will get crazier.
335 regional approach, descent upon discretion, maintain 4,000, expect the ILS correction visual 17 center.
So there's so many controllers on, and there's not even an event right now in the US that I saw on the list, so this is pretty crazy.
That's gonna be 17 center.
They're intimate with the mic, not realizing when they talk they're further away. Yeah, it could be, yeah. Hey Omar, what's up? Yo Kevo. That's a lot under control. Yeah, I don't see an event in the list.
That's on 172 Papa.
The list here, I just get Northern Light Tuesdays, which is in Canada, looks like. Wait, is that in Canada? Edmonton, Yellowknife.
5154 Sierra Papa. Go ahead and contact Forward Center. I'm going to be switching over to Forward Center.
He departed earlier from Dallas. Actually, there's a streamer. Ooh, a streamer. There's a streamer departing from there.
What's up for 172 Sierra Papa?
I wonder the percentage of streamers versus non-streamers. %5?
Who's that last point?
Yeah, there's a ton of traffic going between Dallas and Chicago right now. Look at this string of planes. Crazy. See how quiet that guy is? So I've never flown out of Dallas, and I noticed there's not really a good add-on scenery for it. The only one that exists has like a 2-star rating in the marketplace. At least as far as pay where add-ons go.
2327 Forward Center 135.
Let me go ahead and get disconnected before I decide for sure where I'm going. Yeah, there's a ton of coverage. I do want to look around and see how long people have been on though before I make a decision. Like if they've been on like, I feel like between 30 and 60 minutes is kind of the sweet spot. Because they're probably not going to do it for only 1 hour. But if they jump on to test something, I don't want to like pick someone that was been on 5 minutes. Charlotte's been on an hour for all the positions. DeKalb's been on for 5 hours. So not going to rely on that one. And it looks like we got Louisville, Kentucky. We got Memphis, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Dallas Love. It's like Fort Worth has tower and ground, and then yeah, there's an approach controller over them, and then center is on only for an hour, so that's great. Yeah, it looks like Dallas just got online. Dallas, Fort Worth, less than an hour on all the controllers, so that seems like a pretty good idea to do Dallas, maybe as departure. And then, oh yeah, we got Denver on. And these people at Rocky Mountain have been on for 4.5 hours, or this one person. Looks like they may all jump off at the same time. Could be, yeah. But they've all been on between 30 and 45 minutes, so I think that's pretty good. Denver's never on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. There's so much coverage right now. Bunch in Florida as well. Mostly the larger areas are being controlled though. Jacksonville, Tampa, Miami Center, and Jack Center. That's pretty nice though. I did Miami to Jacksonville last time, I think, right? Or maybe vice versa. Then we got Bushfield, Georgia. Yeah, I feel like just going going Dallas, Fort Worth to Memphis. Let me see how long that'll take in the Vision Jet. Maybe I need to make it a Honda Jet day. New version of SimBrief is available. Okay. For some reason, I don't know why I feel like I like the Vision Jet better. I don't know, the Honda Jet is pretty amazing too. I don't know. Maybe I don't have a preference yet. There's something about the Vision Jet that I think is awesome. It's the egg-like features that it has. What is Memphis? M-E-M-E-M. That makes sense, doesn't it? KMEM and Memphis Approach. Go to Dallas instead of DFW? Yeah, Dallas is going to be much smaller, huh? Yeah, there's just more controllers on it. DFW, but yeah, it's a much bigger airport. Check if we have no freight. Just get a quick idea how long this flight is to Memphis. It's got to be like 2.5 hours or something like that. Oh, hour 30. Okay, that's pretty good. Ooh, that's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. All right. Hour and 30 minutes. Block time 2 hours. That's pretty nice. All right. And let's check Dallas instead. KDAL, KMEM, SF50. For realism for GA. Yeah. Totally understand. Or I made the whole thumbnail based on the Vision Jet, so that's the problem here. But I've been flying the CJ4 a little bit as well. I don't know if I'm ready for non-auto throttle just yet. The auto throttle helps a lot, so that's why I think I'm leaning more towards Vision Jet, Honda Jet for now. I do realize that I should probably just learn the citation longitude, since I can get there, you know, auto throttle in that. So that might be a good idea. All right, Dallas, Memphis, no packs or freight. We got some cool weather here too. This is at Dallas Fort Worth though. What's up, Chris? New month, new icon. Oh yeah, you have the plastic chair. A Hooters airline mod, like a livery? That's got to exist, right? You like the longitude? It's your go-to. Maybe I should spend some time. Yeah, maybe tonight I'll give the longitude a shot and start learning a little bit. I think I was avoiding the auto throttle because I wanted something less technology, with less tech in it, but I think for VATSIM it makes more sense, right? You want, especially as a single pilot, you want as much automated as possible because there's enough to do already. 737 Hooters air livery. There's gotta be one on flightsim.to, right? Flightsim.to. Oh yeah, there's a ton of them. There you go. There's 5 of them. This one's red for some reason. Or maybe it's just the lighting that makes it look red, more red than orange. Yeah, you got a fly-by-wire, a 320 Neo, a 737-6, and a 737-7 version. Beautiful. Hey, Robert, what's going on? All right, so only an hour 27 to go Memphis, Dallas to Memphis. That should be pretty fun. That sounds good to me. Gonna learn some new stuff here. And by new stuff, I mean just fly to different airports. All right, let me import this. What's up, David? How you doing? Yeah, all is well, man. Hope you're doing good too. You guys can be sticklers on this stream for my audio volumes and stuff. Let me know if anything sounds way too loud or way too soft. Yeah, Josh, I will do that. Yep, thanks. Let me know, because I spent the last like 2 days basically redoing my whole audio setup and going back to my old equipment that I thought I was like getting rid of and swapping over to the Go XLR, but there's just something about the Go XLR and its software that I don't like. Like, just to change my headphone volume, I have to go into the software to drag a slider. It's really annoying. Anyway, I'm using my semi-pro audio gear instead. But anyway, yeah, if anything is horrible as far as volumes, just let me know. I'll try to tweak things here and there so it's perfect. See what the weather's like at Dallas. Information Juliet. Few clouds at 3,200 feet at Dallas. 8 miles of visibility, but calm winds. Scattered at 4,400. Overcast at 5,500. It's going to be probably a really nice breakout then. Sounds fun. Temperature and dew point are real close. 23 and 22. 299 And it's due, let's see. Runways. It doesn't say departure runways. It says simultaneous ILS and RNAV approaches. Runway 13 left and 13 right in use, so I assume we're departing runway 13 left and right. Let's see, KDAL. Dallas Love Field. I don't know if I've ever flown out of Dallas before. Uh-oh, there are 3 offers. All right, Rip Money. What do you guys think? What's the best? There are 3 different options here for scenery. Does anybody own any of these? What's up, Raccoon? Just studying like crazy. Your computer's getting fixed so you can fly. Should be done soon. Nice. I've been doing a little bit of studying myself. I don't think enough, but yeah, I'm watching like the Embry-Riddle free course while I'm also using the Shepherd Air stuff, but I need to step it up for sure. Anybody know what's good here? As far as ratings, this one has the most... Oh, it's only got 1 rating though. This one has the most ratings, the I Blue Yonder version. So we have Feel There, 3 ratings at 3.7. Then we got I Blue Yonder, 3.5 with 22 ratings. The most ratings probably means the most purchases, which over time probably is the better thing. And then the last one is Patchy or Pocky Man, 287. who maybe purchased it himself and rated himself a 4. That doesn't make any sense. It would be a 5, right? His best friend downloaded it and gave him a 4 instead of a 5 by accident. You have a few Field Air airports. You do like them? Oh, slight frame rate hit. I Blue Yonder. You think Blue Yonder's the best? Ratings don't mean most purchases. True. I feel like when people are more angry, they're more likely to rate something, though. But, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I Blue Yonder. All right, we got 2 people for Blue Yonder, so I'll hit that. That's enough for me. Let's do Blue Yonder, see how that goes. I can always replace it later if it sucks. I want to do Dallas Love Field some justice by getting it, so we don't have the default, all the default incorrect taxiways and everything. I was thinking this week on Thursday I would do a make Thursdays like a marketplace stream where I just spend a bunch of money on stuff and test things out. I don't know. I was just thinking like every Thursday we get a marketplace update, and I think it's could be a good recurring thing to do every week. Just review what's new in the marketplace, maybe try a few of the things out, do a couple flights, even if it's just testing out scenery or seeing if the magenta colored flashlights are stupid or not, things like that. Buys KDAL. KDAL goes offline. True. It's like, hey, this guy's in a Vision Jet. Let's all disconnect. I feel like that happens. You load in it in a Vision Jet, they see it come up, and they're like, nope, not dealing with that crap, and they just all disconnect. All right, so this is what it's giving me as the recommended route. We got the Lindris or Laundries, Landry. Oh, sorry, the Landry 5 and the HOBRK 3. To check these out real quick and see what we got here for our capabilities, if we can actually accept these. So this is the Landry 5. So it requires minimum takeoff standard 500 feet per nautical mile to 1,000. Now, I was actually reading a bit about this earlier. Basically, I need to know what the ground speed is during takeoff and the initial climb in whatever plane I'm flying to figure out if we can make this or not. Now, the Vision Jet, I think we climb at about 160 knots when we first take off. That's our initial speed. Now, how that translates to ground speed, though, I'm not sure. But I don't think we're going 200 ground speed, right? So I think we're fine here, because in this table where it gives you the ground speed and then tells you your feet per minute to have that minimum climb of 500 feet per nautical mile, I don't think we'd be at 200, and I know we usually climb about 1600 feet per minute. So 1250 or a little higher than that should be doable. 13 to 1400 should be doable. So we can meet that, but the big question is the speed restrictions. So if there are any speed restrictions, yeah, this says turbojet aircraft only, but it is possible that we can fly these if there are no speed restrictions. But I think in general, I should just ask if it's good enough. Like, I don't think we would. I think my default should be, if it says turbojets only, no matter what, I just don't do it. I think, was I doing one off stream? Yeah, I did one off stream on one weekend. I did a flight during the day on stream, and then that night I did another one in the Vision Jet, and the controller asked me, I had refiled with like a turbo prop departure procedure, and he asked me if I could do the turbojet procedure. And then I went through, I looked at all the minimum speeds, I looked at the climb minimums here, or the departure minimums, takeoff minimums, sorry. And yeah, I did a little math and figured out, I was like, yeah, this is good. And it worked out just fine. But yeah, I'm guessing that, I think my default behavior should probably be to just avoid anything that says turbojets only on it. And, you know, here we have our arrival, and this already has transition to 290 knots. So this is also going to be turbojet aircraft only. So, and I think over time, like I'll learn to recognize these as I fly from the same airport more than once. So I'll need to eventually recognize it. And usually, let's see, the second suggested route here also uses the HOBRK 3. So I can't do the HOBRK 3. So I just need to go down until I find one that's not the HOBRK 3. And the first one is this one right here, which takes the Swister 6 and then the Barbecue 3. Yes. I mean, I want to take the Barbecue 3 anyway. So I'll take a look at those. Actually, did that say real world? I don't even know these little icons on the right side here. So if I point at this, what does that say? It's so tiny. It does say, okay, it does say real world. So if I go to view all routes, real world, and then we'll find some sim brief ones in here. Then here are all the sim brief ones. It'd be really cool if they also mark them as like preferred for VATSIM. That would be neat. What's up, Dave? All right, so I'm gonna go with the Swister Barbecue. Swister 6, Barbecue 3, and then we'll check out those charts real quick. No packs, no cargo. 1,300 pounds of fuel. Dallas to Memphis, that's right, okay. All right, let's check this one out. Swister 6. Go back over here to the Navigraph. All right, this is all installed, nice. And let me see if I have a Memphis KMEM. I probably don't. Looks like I'm spending some money tonight. One offer. All right, well, rip $22.99. Goodbye. What's up, dudes? Omar says, Kip, you can select a prop plane. It'll give other departures and arrivals. Oh yeah, I guess I could. I think if you pick a TBM, it does the same thing it's doing to me in the Vision Jet, right? It's going to give you turbojet ones. So maybe if I pick like the Grand Caravan, pick the Grand Caravan and look at it. While it's purchasing that and downloading, let me check here. Oh, this has the HOBRK. Whoops, let me reload the new one. Dallas to Memphis. Try with a Caravan. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. Or like a Baron maybe. I guess Caravan, Baron, they have similar speeds, I think. This is a 290 as well on the... Oh, this is a HOBRK again. Whoops. Here we go. The Swister. Here's the Swister. Takeoff obstacle notes. Where are the regular notes? Radar required. DME or GPS required. RNAV for use by turbojet aircraft only. Props. File and expect Texoma departure. The Texoma departure. I actually wonder if this is stuff I can look at on the RTAC website. It gave you the CUS01, the CUS1. Let me take a look at the CUS1. Wait, I don't have... Oh, whoops, I'm on stars. Must be this one. The CUSO. CUSO1. Okay, this one says props only. So that's the opposite side, what I don't want. Props only. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Dave. Still doing VATSIM? You were flying and lost track of time. Yeah, you know me. It's going to take me 2 hours till I get off the ground anyway. We got plenty of time. I hope you guys got some coffee. I don't. I might need to make some. Make some more. I'm usually a 1 cup of coffee a day kind of person, but, you know. And Dave said, glad to see you getting into VATSIM. Last time I watched, you were 2-seating with Skytation. Yeah, it's funny. Me and Delta just practiced. Well, we didn't practice on VATSIM, but we did a couple shared cockpits last couple days and it was awesome. And I'm actually not sure where Skytation's been. I was chatting with him. I forget if he went on vacation or something. I don't know, but I haven't heard from him in like almost 3 weeks. So I hope everything's cool. Hope everything's okay. Because yeah, him and I did one when I kind of got back into the gist of it. Him and I hopped on and did one. It was really fun. Gallon a day kind of guy. Nice. I do my beer. I do my coffee in the morning, my one coffee in the morning, and then I'd say like maybe every other night I do my one beer at night. gotta offset it at nighttime. Just a pot for you. Okay, got Memphis installed too. I'm gonna have all. Oh, nice. We can go in. I think it's cool that they do this, but I wish they didn't spend time doing it. Honest, like, do people go inside the terminal that often? It's cool, but like you're gonna do it once, right? Then be like, all right, never seeing that again. But it's taking up my frames per second and my performance. At least that's how I look at it. But I guess we're all kind of dorky. Who goes into the terminal? Like, I can see doing that for a trailer. Like, it's cool for the trailer's sake, but after that, it's like, okay, we get it. All right, so I still don't have the right thing to use here. Can I look at the VATSIM? What is the center in this area? Usually the centers have their own sites, right? So can I look up Fort Worth Center? Yeah, Fort Worth RTAC. So if I go over to here, like, I'm wondering if they'll have runway closures, staff changes, documents. Sometimes they'll have like sections you can go to that give you preferred routes. These are all for the controllers. There's standard operating procedures. Become a visitor? What does that even mean? To apply for visiting stat. Wait, is this the real one? No, this is VATSIM, right? Yeah, okay, it is VATSIM. It almost looks real. Do I want to be a visitor? Okay, well, never mind, I guess. Dallas 2 departure. Yeah, what does anyone know the right way to find the correct departure? Like, obviously you're going to file one, and then the controller is going to correct you. But yeah, I guess I just go through, and it seems like for me, I just pick from what's on SimBrief, because everyone uses SimBrief. So I'm expecting to get the procedures that are going to be used. So I guess maybe like the HOBRK's the arrival into Memphis, and that one is definitely not for the Vision Jet. It has 290 knot speed restrictions, so we're unable to do that. And then the other real world tiers, so it has the Landry's 5, and then the Emmett 4 is the next one in the list. So I guess I can look at the Emmett 4. This takes forever. Is this what real life is like? Turbojet aircraft only. And 210, 240 knot speed restrictions, which would be fine, but if they ask you to speed up to, 290 or 280 or whatever. I guess during a climb, like, you're generally not doing that, right? Like, what is a 380 climb at indicated airspeed? Very slow plane, yeah. If your departure matches the current runway, you should not have any issues. Oh, you haven't had a controller change you. I see. Departure and arrival planning in Navigraph. What if I did the recommended route in Navigraph? I haven't done that in so long. I wonder if if I close this, if I go new flight in Navigraph, does it ask for my plane type or not? Altitude, IFR mode, chart mode. No, I don't think it does. Right, it doesn't. Okay. All right, let me import Dallas to SimReef again. Yeah, so it's giving me runway 13 left. So if I just go down here and edit. Actually, this is based off the non-jet one. I mean, it should be picking the same runway each time, but let me pick the most popular one again and generate that. So I'll pick the Ludbrook or whatever it is. Or the Landry 5 to the HOBRK. Let me try this. And then I'll change it from there just to make sure it's the same runway that these would be off of. Okay, so the Landry 5 is on 13 left. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see this. So the Landry 5 is on 13 left. So now if I just go edit my departure, it'll give me all the runway 13 left to Fork. So it's giving me the same, it's giving me alternative departure procedures. So yeah, we have the Cusso, the Emmett, the Cusso, and then the Landry. Did I look at the Emmett? Let's see. 24, 23, and 210 knots. Turbojet aircraft only, and then we just looked at the Cusso, right? Which I think also says turbojet, or it says props only. All right, so yeah, maybe I'll just use the prop one. I don't know. Recommended route from SimBrief. Check the details on the charts. Right. Yeah, so the ones, both of the ones that are in SimBrief are turbojet only procedures. But the Cusso 1, which is what Omar recommended. Oh, Dallas 2 was his second recommendation. So the Cusso says props only. And let's see, 13 left to Fork. So as long as it's from runway 13 left, I'm fine. It'd be cool to find one that said turbo or turbo props. Like I've seen one before that has said turbojets or turbo props. Which is kind of good. That's kind of in the middle of where we are. Yeah, this one also... This one doesn't have any plane type specified. And I don't see any speed restrictions either. And then our takeoff minimums are very low. So mattering which runway we're on, it changes our minimum, our takeoff minimum climb required. So we could make both of these easily. Like we're doing 1,500 feet per minute usually right after takeoff. So that would, you know, this table covers all those speeds. We're above all of these speeds that we'll be at. So yeah, that's doable. Saldo transition ATC assigned. Delta says, I should think you're equivalent to turbo prop. Yeah. Don't think it's about what the actual engine is, about the performance specs, even a piston twin. Yeah, so I guess it is safer to just take anything that's not turbojet only, we're good on. That controller that one weekend, though, did have me do a turbojet only departure procedure because that's what he was set up for. And he asked me to review it and see if I could accept it. And I reviewed it and it looked okay to me, so I did. But it was it wasn't busy at all. So it was kind of, it's probably a forgiving situation. Like if I wasn't climbing as much as I should have been, like I made all the restrictions just fine. But, you know, I'm sure my ground speed was a lot lower than than obviously an airliner would be. So anyway, he seemed okay with it, but it was not busy at all. All right, so, and that Swister 6 one was also turbojet only, I believe. This one, the Swister or Swatzer. Radar acquired, turbojet aircraft only. This is like the hardest part. Okay, I guess I can load in Dallas now at least. If I can click the X. Alright, set as departure, and then let me take a look. Actually, I think I might need to restart my sim. Ramp 7A, 41. Yeah, I think I have to restart my sim to actually get the correct world map stuff in. Or I could just look at the taxiway diagram. I'm going to restart the sim. I think last time I had to restart the sim to get it to pull in the new scenery. Can't fly anything. You're going to uninstall this plane. I know that is the downside for sure. At least the Honda Jet can fly. It seems like it's capable of flying all of the turbojet routes. What is the Honda Jet's max speed? Honda Jet maximum speed. No, we want the maximum operating speed. Honda Jet V speeds performance. .420. What is its max indicated speed though? Max true 422. I know the indicated speed changes like as obviously as you're mattering what altitude you're at, so speed's way better. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, the Honda Jet is way better. But I'm just thinking when you're looking at a departure procedure or an arrival procedure and you get those speed restrictions, can it handle a speed restriction of 290? If there's a waypoint on a star that says 290 at 290 knots, I don't know if it can make that or not in the same class as CJ4 in longitude. And maybe I should just fly the CJ4. It's so scary though with the... At least it has VNAV now. I don't know. I wanted to be a little more chill and do the Vision Jet. All right, we're at 40 minutes almost. Still haven't even decided where to go yet. Classic. It'll be close. Sometimes it's a fudge. No one will notice. All right, let me put it. What is between a TBM? Actually, let me choose the TBM. And see what it gives me. Let me see if it gives me the Landry 5 for the TBM. It did the Cusso 1 and then the UJM 6 for the TBM. That might be a little more promising then. Cusso 1 or the Garl 4. Vision Jet's so lovely to fly. I know, I like the Vision Jet, except for this part. It's really fun. What's up, Katarina? Vision Jet, yeah. TBM is God's favorite plane. The Cusso 1 we looked at though, and the Cusso 1 had a turbojet written there. Maybe we can just do that. I don't know. I never know. I wish it were just like VATSIM recommended routes for each plane type. So it's like TBM, take this one. At least the routes changed when I selected TBM. So what if I pick like the Mooney or something like that? King Air's too fast, I think, right? King Air has got to be faster than the Vision Jet. Just looking through my other options here. PC-12, Vision Jet. Oh, it doesn't have the... It has a Baron in here. Uncheck plan step climbs. All right, that's a good idea too. Okay. This one gave me the Cusso as well when I chose Baron. That is similar. So I'll choose Vision Jet don't plan. Why does it always? Oh, the defaults. That's why. Runway analysis. Sure. Keeps resetting my passengers. What problem are you having with VisionJet? So it gives us turbojet SIDS and stars constantly, turbojet only SIDS and stars when we choose VisionJet and SimBrief. And those generally will have restrictions that we can't meet, like a speed over 250 knots. All right, this did the same thing. Yeah, the planned step climb stuff doesn't, I don't think it changes the routes that you're choosing. Climb out profiles is always a pain. Yeah, I feel like the TBM is giving us decent results though. It's giving us better options. The Cusso 1 and then UJM, at least it's giving us different options. Then there's the GARL 4, and then this one has just direct, which maybe that's a good idea. Let me look at the GARL 4. Learning so much about, yeah, the controllers are totally going to be offline by the time I get going, by the way. What if we did the GARL 4? That's right here. GARL 4. Multiple runways. Whoops, just closed it. And where are the notes? Okay. Wait, is this an obstacle departure procedure? No. It's just the Garland 4 departure, all runways. As assigned by ATC, the minimums are pretty low. Yeah, these are totally doable in the VisionJet. And then just climb vector for appropriate route, maintain ATC altitude. I mean, whatever. I guess we can just file whatever. I guess we'll do this. We can just do this one. All right, let's do something, right? There's the GARL 4. And then we'll see if they give us an arrival. Like, I might as well just file something, let ATC, let them fix it for me and tell me what they think I should be on in the VisionJet. You guys are falling asleep, and so am I, trying to just wait for this. Like, need to actually do something. Ramp 1A, ramp 59. Does this actually have scenery? North ramp. Okay. These parking spots just have numbers. Like, I'm expecting it to say, like, gate numbers and stuff. North ramp parking. Are there no gates here? Oh, looks like there are no gates, huh? That's why. But it does say 2A, 3A, and stuff like that. All right. Never flown out of Dallas, so let me take a look at the taxiway chart. All right, and where's our GA area? It's probably like, it's all GA, isn't it? Customs, where's the FBO? Terminal, oh, there are gates here in the middle, okay. There are gates right in the middle of the field, so that's all of these right here, but they're just marked parking. Fire station, GA is up in this section, it looks like near ramp 62. So I'll choose that one. I'll need to pull the time back a bit. You're already in the air. Yeah, you started in a 747 at Dallas Fort Worth with 20 other planes and you're already up, and I'm still trying to figure out what to figure out my route here. All right, cool. Looks like I picked the right spot up here. GA near Charlie 8 and Whiskey. Oh my god. Why does this always happen to me? Literally every single time. The tower controller at DFW went offline. The ground controller at DFW went offline. The approach controller at DFW went offline. And oh no, the ground controller's on, but the controller at Dallas Love went offline. All in the last 25-30 minutes, and they were on less than an hour. Is it ever not frustrating? They know, yeah, they know I'm trying to fly the VisionJet. Just didn't I say? Oh, you called it. Oh yeah, you called it. It's the Vision Jet, isn't it? In case they go offline, fly in SoCal. They stay on at this time of the day. LAX is popular. Ask the Dallas controller how long he'll stay on. Those are good points. I don't know that I am going to message them, but Dallas controller's been online. Well, the ground controller's been online an hour 20. Fort Worth Center's been online 40 minutes. Memphis an hour and a half. And Memphis Tower 3 minutes. So somebody just stepped in on Memphis Tower. I don't know if they were there before, actually. They don't want to hold hands with that plane. I know. Oh man, I need to. I wanted to fly something I'm more familiar with, but I think it's kind of obvious I need to step up to the Citations or only use the Honda Jet. I can do the Honda Jet right now. I feel like I've flown the Vision Jet more. I can definitely do the Honda Jet. CJ4, I'm like 50% of the way there. I feel like I need like 10 more hours in the thing. And then Longitude, I really need to dust it off. I haven't flown it for a while. Yeah, Longitude or nothing. Yeah. SP says, in my English class, we're making sentences that have sensory words. I started laughing. Zesty? What? It's so random. Is that a copy pasta? I'm not sure. Ready to do fly-by-wire with you anytime. I know. No, we'll get there for sure. Yeah. I think that would be really fun, Delta. Yeah. I'm totally down to do some on-stream VATSIM with you. We can do like one off-stream. One or two off-stream in the next week or so. And then, yeah, see if we're ready for VATSIM on-stream. Man, I'm just sitting here. Now I'm just like sitting here, like looking down at my feet, walking slowly away from the Vision Jet, contemplating life. And how long was this flight too? Because by the time I get there, is it 2 hour 44? It's only an hour airtime, Dallas to Memphis. So, I mean, technically I have the controller online here. I still have Fort Worth Center on. We have Memphis Approach and we have Memphis Tower. And we have Memphis Center online. So that's nice. I think I just keep going. I don't want to change plans. Let me edit this to update my block off time here. Off block time. And it says TBM, so I just need to make sure when I pre-file that I change that over here. You go, Cloudflare. Keep me protected. All right. And actually, I don't know if these codes are correct. So I'm just going to go down here and copy. I'm just going to copy the route and have it do everything else for the Vision Jet. I don't trust myself to know all those codes. The equipment codes and all that stuff. None. Down here, analyze the route, valid, generate flight. This is what happens to every Vision Jet pilot. They only talk about it with other Vision Jet pilots. That's true. 31,000 feet. All right, the Garl 4 departure. Okay, and then I'll go to pre-file. Whoops, what the heck? That's the file plan. How many networks are there? All right, 23 Kilo 1 Papa. Down here and over here. And then Garl 4 to the TXK. What is that? TXK, Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. I swear I was gonna guess Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. I swear, you guys just have to believe me. Top of descent and then Memphis. All right. Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, Victor 16 to PBF. PBF is Pine Bluff. Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, and I'm writing this down in my notes. Pine Bluff, direct Memphis. Okay, 1-3 left at Dallas. All right, let's get this thing on the ground power. Whoops. Controller should know that type by now. Yes, yeah, I put in SF50. Pre-file, that's right up. Oh wait, why does it have TBM? Oh, this is the other one. Let's see. Here it is. SF50 slant L. 23 kilo 1 Papa, and then we got Dallas is correct to Memphis. The Garl for Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, Victor 16 to Pine Bluff. And then direct 23 kilo 1 Papa, voice rules, file flight plan. All right. Excellent. Let me go and make sure that's imported. All right, Dallas Love, 1-3 left, Garl for departure, Memphis 1-8 left for the arrival. All right, information Mike. All right, information Mike. Clear, 10 miles of visibility. We got a bunch of clouds. 3,200, overcast 4,300, and 29 or 9 or 2. Nice. Best altimeter setting. All right, runway 13 right in use. It says simultaneous ILS and RNAV runway 13 left and 13 right in use. Taxiways Fox Golf and Lima 1 are closed. There are a bunch of taxiways closed, but I'm assuming that the controller is not going to have us take the closed taxiways. Tex Ar Cahh Nahh? Is that what I said? What did I say? Uh-oh. Said something wrong. I thought I said did I say Tex Ar Cahh Nahh instead of Tex Ar Cahh Nahh? All right, let's get on that frequency. So here, all we have is Fort Worth Center, 135-175. I wish I had that fly-by-wire EFB that you showed me, Delta.
3473, 3473.
All right, now I have to play the volume game where I'm constantly changing the volumes because everyone is exploding our ears. Waiting for someone to step out and announce they're from Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. That's a good point. I mean, it's only been about 1 minute, so we'll give it at least a minute and a half. So this guy is like in the red volume-wise, and then the next guy will be like, yeah, the next guy is literally 15 decibels quieter than him. It's crazy. I don't know when they're ever gonna fix this. I don't think it's ever gonna be fixed. So what happens if the controller is the quiet guy? You have to turn it up to hear the controller, and then somebody talks, and they're like, you get like blown off your chair.
5 miles from the final approach fix, flight heading 160, maintain 2,500 till established on the localizer, clear for the ILS, runway 13 left approach.
Up turn 160, maintain 2,500, cleared.
All right, you guys let me know if it's too much or not.
1227, turn left.
We'll just have to know which guy is too loud, and then we can yell at them.
500.
All right, connected. What do I need to do next? All right, first let's start with Dallas. So we have the ATIS 299er 2 on our altimeter. That's set by default, of course. Few clouds at 3,200. Overcast at 43.
Let me get you sit. Actually, I've got some traffic down there. I'm going to have to bring you around in behind them. Give me just a second. Let me see what I can do for you.
All right, and then we are parked at GA parking here in the northwest part of the field near Whiskey and Charlie 8 is our parking spot.
Yeah, 3762.
13 left and right are right next to us, so we should have a very short taxi to one of these runways.
I
apologize.
You're good, you're good.
Flight 682, winds are calm, runway 13 left.
So this is not VATSIM provided ATIS though, this is real world ATIS, so we'll see what they say. If they ask us which runway we want, we're set up for 13 left. So we'll say 13 left. And then if I check the GARL 4, I believe it said it's available for all runways. So I might need to scroll down here and change us over to the other one. Over to 13 right if they assign us 13 right. All right, let's get it imported here. Sim brief. Dallas to Memphis.
And Southwest 3762, turn left heading 360.
360 to the left, Southwest 3762.
And that's gonna be
Oh, it's nice that it's left, yeah. Doesn't seem to get in the way, yeah. It's really nice because, like, just like the physics of the sound, pushing my left eardrum in only is like it's like getting tapped on the shoulder, you know? Probably feels the same for you guys.
2860, we'll see you next time, thanks.
It's like, oh, I should be listening to this. Sure. All right, so we got manual sequence to Maverick VOR. I got to look at the departure procedure, but then we have Tex Ar Cahh Nahh here. Then we're on the Victor 16 to through Pine Bluff VOR, then Memphis. And this is set up for 13 left. So if I go here to edit departure, I'll leave it here so we can change it. Let's check the Garland 4 departure.
18 left, clear for takeoff, American 1811.
American 2120, you with me?
All right, so we can definitely meet the minimum climb required. And 13 left and right says climb on heading 1. Let's go back to the flight plan.
1227,
heading 133, that's correct.
Heading 220.
And it says top altitude assigned by ATC.
270, Southwest 558.
Maintain ATC, assigned altitude, expect filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. All right, and then it just says transition 18,000, radar GME required for the Garland 4. Airport elevation is 487, and then we have our departure frequency, but we're not going to need it because we only have a center controller on VATSIM. All right, and then we're going to TTT Maverick, and then Triss is ours. So it's this waypoint right here. Triss to Shero to Tex Ar Cahh Nahh to the east. So the other ones go more in north or southerly directions. So yeah, we're the one that goes all the way out to the east. Never thought of it like that. I'm totally going to adopt that setup. Yeah, the program I had to use to do it, it took me a bit to find one, and it seems like very amateur type of a program. Like the software, the website is so archaic looking, but it's just called Power Mixer for Windows, and I forget what I paid for, like $10 to license it or something. But it's nice, yeah. It's like a volume. It's what Microsoft should have in their own volume controller as a pan control, but they don't. So it's basically its own volume little mixer thing with a pan control as well. Okay, that's good there. And then at Memphis, oh, look at this once we're airborne, but we have that whole departure all the way to Tex Ar Cahh Nahh until we're out of that airspace. All right, so I filed already. I know where I am parked.
840 Mike Charlie, I parking installation received 0129, picture change approved. See you, buddy.
So I think I call this Dallas Love, right? Well, I call him Dallas Center, but I'm going to say I'm on the ground at Dallas Love picking up IFR to Memphis. And we're expecting flight level 310. And I'm just refreshing the map to make sure no one else. Yeah, he's on lot 135175, so it's probably with him. And then we'll have a squawk code. And hopefully it's as filed Garland for Shero, Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. Alright, let's get that music off. Yeah, Fort Worth Center.
Southwest 558, flight heading 220, descend to maintain 2,500.
220, 2,500, Southwest 558.
This kid is gonna do better than me. Feels bad.
Clear, Alpha 1.
Profile 682, taxi this frequency via Alpha to parking.
Alpha to parking this frequency, core flight 682, thanks.
Oh, that was my big break right there, and I'm too scared. Every single time I'm like, do I have everything written down, and am I ready to type all the instructions?
FedEx 55, descend via the Seabird 4 arrival, DFW altimeter 29990.
This guy talks really fast, too.
The Seabird 4 arrival, FedEx 555.
Oh, and let me make sure I'm connected. And mode C. Not yet. You know, I should just get this thing started up, right? I'm just going to get this started up, because then I could just tell him I'm ready to taxi. Alright, we'll do our noise reduction headphones on this guy. Chalks, I'll just take those off. Get rid of this thing. Get this guy started up. Haven't got my maps configured or anything. There's no one else here, so he'll probably just ask us if we're ready to taxi. So if he does, I just want to be ready.
6 November, flight level 230.
We're going the right direction.
Near Waco, picking up a clearance to Dallas.
Alright, pre-flight, parking brake on, battery 1 and 2, gen 1 and 2. And we're in all the green, engine startup's already done. Cast messages, probe heat is off. That'll stay off till we get ready to take off. Thrust lever idle. Flaps down to 50%. Pitch trim up to 6 degrees up. Setting that. There's 6 degrees indicated over here.
November 626, November, radar contact.
Engine button good. IPS is off 23 degrees outside. Okay, we can disconnect external.
Yeah, no problem. Clear the DFW airport via radar vectors direct. Maintain 2
ground power unit.
Alright, cleared to Dallas via direct radar vectors and 230 for now.
Alright, that's done. Avionics, good. 2992.
360.
Bleed air switch to bleed, done. Probe heat off for now. Alright, common nav GPS is set. Why doesn't it work sometimes? 8 is clearance, so that's where we are. We're going to obtain. And then get ready on the transponder. And over here, I'm going to get ready on procedure to change our departure runway if we have to.
8 miles
Alright,
from
there we
final
go.
approach, fix, turn left heading 160, join
No, I haven't called yet. I'm about to.
2,500 till established on the localizer, equipped for ILS 13 left approach number 2.
Yeah, asking for clearance,
left
yeah,
13
before
right,
taxi,
8 miles,
but
final
because
approach.
it's GA, I'm just
Can we
like
get
getting the
heading
plane
again,
started.
787,
I think that's kosher, right?
It's 160, break southwest 37.
Sometimes they'll just ask me, like, are you ready to
turn
taxi
left
when I'm in such a small plane? Because I think they assume that we're going to be started up and almost ready to go already. I don't know if I've heard somebody else say Fort Worth Center yet.
Southwest 1227, winds calm, 13 left, clear to land.
13 left, clear to land, Southwest 1227.
November 626, November, expect the ILS 18 right.
ILS 18 right, 66 November.
All right, Fort Worth Center is so hard to say. Fort Worth, how now, brown cow? Fort Worth Center, Fort Worth Center, Fort Worth Center. Somebody started. What the?
It's Southwest 1227.
Oh, I just got a PDC. I was just about to hit the button, I swear.
It shows that I have a 30 knot crosswind.
All right, Garla. Okay, they gave us the same. They gave us what we want. Okay, nice. All right, nice. Thank you. I just got the PDC.
Common, what we show and what you guys show.
All right, so we got as
different.
filed,
You see there.
Memphis, yeah, Garl 4 to Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, Victor 16 to PBF to K Memphis. PBF, yeah, that's correct. Memphis route is correct. 310 for the altitude. Squawk 6233.
558, I'm still showing winds calm.
Oops.
Runway 13 left,
Up
clear to
here.
land number 2.
On
13 left,
back
clear land, number 2, Southwest
6233. Enter. All right, transponders on. Cleared Garl for departure. Tex Ar Cahh Nahh transition. Maintain 3,000 feet. Expect 310. All right, let's get this up to 3,000 feet. And contact 135175. So that's him for taxi. 3,000 feet, squawking 6233. As filed, Garland for Tex Ar Cahh
November
Nahh.
626 November, if you can pick it up, we can give you direct range or VOR. That's going to be Foxtrot Uniform Zulu.
Direct fuzz, American, or...
Alright, him when ready to taxi, departure.
Yeah, if you're too far out, just keep flying that heading.
I don't think he gave me a runway.
Roger.
Expect through wind 0 10 minutes after
There's
departure
some weather out there
frequency.
in front of you. If you get a little trouble, I can back you
Okay,
around.
cool. So now we can be ready to taxi. PDC to the rescue. PDC for the pessimist in us all.
2195, just into the Victory 2, DFW altimeter.
It's great. I love it. Okay, and then 13 left and 13 right are both on a 133 heading. I'll set that on my heading bug, 133. All right, that's set. 3,000 feet, heading mode, flight level change mode. Auto throttle, I will hit when we take off. Auto throttle, yaw dampener comes on automatically, or damper. Dampener. It makes it not dry. Okay, that's all good then. All right, check the checklist. We got ATIS clearance, altimeter transponder set, heading and initial altitude set. Flight controls are always good. Trim 6%, flaps already at 60 or 6 degrees, and flaps already at 50% indicated over here. Roll trim and everything is neutral. I'm not going to use toga because I don't like hitting that button. It does nothing for me. And then cast message is checked, so probe heat is off. We'll set that up right when we start taxiing because it's a really short taxi to 13 left. Parking brake release, check brakes, and then before takeoff, departure briefing. Might as well do that now. So we're departing runway heading, climbing to 3,000 feet as assigned by ATC. We're doing the Garland 4 departure off runway 13 left unless he changes us. That once we take off, we're going direct Tris, eastbound direct Shero, and then Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. After that, we'll be going over to Memphis airspace. Okay, probe heat switch on. And we'll do that when we're ready. And the rest of this is already good to go.
American
Okay, we're good to go.
6195, holding short, runway 18 left at DFW.
Stand by, American 1811, traffic 1 o'clock, 5 miles, same altitude, northwest bound. Boeing 737.
Yeah, no anti-ice right now, but we'll just check our temperature for anti-ice.
For me. American 1811, forward center.
The right turn 090.
Actually, hold the turn. I've got you at flight level 250. Let's maintain flight level 340 for now, and I'll climb you back up to 360 once traffic's clear.
I copy you. Climbing at 34.
All right.
American 1811.
The aircraft I put on standby, Sagan Coulter.
All right, so we're expecting something like taxi via Bravo, Mike, Bravo 7, Mike 6. Or he might give us like Bravo to Mike 5. 7,700 foot runway, so maybe it'll make us depart from Mike 5.
American 6195, RNAD to B Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 6195.
Southwest 3762, descend and maintain 2,500.
Oh, let me check. Wait, 53 Zulu. We have Mike. Let me make sure Mike is active. Is the current ATIS? It is. I'll just say we have the numbers because they're not running ATIS right now. Okay. It's Fort Worth Center, right? Yeah. Fort Worth Center, Vision Jet, 23 Kilo 1 Papa on the ground at Dallas Love Field, ready to taxi, IFR to Memphis, and we have the numbers.
Number 23 Kilo 1 Papa, taxi to, correction, runway 13 left, taxi via Bravo.
13 left via Bravo, Kilo 1 Papa.
Southwest 3762.
All right, let's go. How's the puppy doing? She is pooping all over the place. I got a carpet cleaning machine, a Bissell one from Amazon.
We're doing the RNAV whiskey for Southwest.
Oh, do I have multiplayer on? I don't think I have multiplayer on. Wait, is this all of you guys? Some of you guys are floating.
13 left, Southwest 3762. Thank you.
Don't I go this way and then left? Can I get through over here? I'm kind of confused. I guess there's this little pathway right here. Oh, this is where Bravo is, so I think I'm supposed to go across this super awkward pathway. Because it's whiskey to the other side. Alright, we're gonna go through this. Crate training is a lifesaver. Yeah, we're working on that. She barks randomly when she hears like a neighbor's dog barking, so you know, all that fun stuff. Alright, well Bravo is this way, so we're going this way. I can get a little music. I have the music so low.
Cessna 515 Cirrus here on the ground at Midway Regional looking for clearance to Shreveport.
Alright, here's Bravo in front of us, gonna turn left onto Bravo. Off-roading, yeah, I don't know how else to get over here. Alright, this is Bravo. He just said taxi via Bravo.
515 Cirrus here. I don't have a flight plan on.
So I'm going to take Bravo, past Bravo 7, turn right at the end here, right-hand turn 90 degrees, and then we will be at 13 left.
Okay, we just refiled 515 Cirrus here.
I've got it here now. Cleared to Shreveport via the Coosa 1 departure. March transition, rate of vectors.
This guy is so fast. Oh, is that a plane out there? Or is that a light on the ground? It looks like a plane coming in.
Squawk 5355.
Oh, I do have multiplayer on. Alright.
Alright, clear to Shreveport, Coosa 1 departure, March, rate of vectors direct.
Multiplayer is on.
2010 5355.
Which may confuse me, but we'll see.
515 Cirrus here. We expect contact ready to taxi.
Alright. This is the end of Bravo right here.
We'll advise you when we're ready. 515 Cirrus there.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just
having your dog eat the food in the crate. Yep, my girlfriend has definitely been doing that.
Southwest 3762.
She's the dog whisperer.
Left, clear to land.
3 left, clear to land, southwest 3762.
Alright, this is an ILS. Hold short point right there. Alright, we're holding short 13 left.
Maintain flight level 360.
Get the departure up.
Maintain 360, American 1811.
Next 6195, radar contact, say altitude.
Alright, probe heat's going on. Could be on for 5 minutes on the ground.
500. American
6195, roger. Climb maintain flight level 380.
Alright, we're climb maintain 3000 for us.
Walker 3497, descend to maintain 4000.
Down to 4000, Walker 3497.
And we're going Maverick and then Triss. Just gonna give him a second in case he's need to be more assertive, you know? Guy coming into land is in VATSIM. I don't see the light anymore. Oh yeah, it's right there. So I should probably wait because that looks, yeah, I can see his plane. I'm just waiting.
Southwest 515 Cirrus here is number 1 at 18, ready for departure from Midway Regional.
Cessna 515 Cirrus here, flight runway heading runway 18, clear for takeoff.
Another Cessna. Or a Cessna. So does that mean he's like a Grand Caravan or something? Not a citation?
Like a 2120 Houston Center on 134.42, yeah. American 2120 forward center. River 626 November, descend to maintain 4000.
Nice. Big boy.
Yeah, Fort Worth Center, CJX 400 holding short of 17 center at Echo Golf.
Delta 3804, proceed direct Crope, Christian radar contact.
I don't know if I heard the Southwest guy talking. What's up, Droppler? How you doing? Turning pitot heat off for now.
Remember 626 November, descend and maintain 4,000.
So I don't know if I heard this guy.
American 2120, contact Houston Center.
It's a Southwest livery.
Yeah.
Oh, you did, Omar? Okay, cool. So he knows I'm holding short. Are you also holding short behind us, Omar?
Houston Center at 134.4.
That's 134.42.
134.42. American 2120.
Okay, so quiet.
And November 23 Kilo 1 Papa, you ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go. 1-3 left, Kilo 1 Papa.
Kilo 1 Papa, 1-3 left, line of away.
Line up, wait, 1-3 left, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, pitot heat's on. Oh, just watching the stream.
You have a moment, can you get us our expected runway FedEx 555?
FedEx 555, expect the LS 17 Center.
All right, line up and wait.
FedEx 555.
Number 23 Kilo 1 Papa, flight runway heading, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 1-3 left, clear for takeoff, Kilo 1 Papa. All right,
Fort Worth Center, CJX 400, hold
clear for
short,
takeoff,
177
runway
ready for
heading, and
departure.
we got a 3,000 restriction from the PDC. And we are on the Garland 4 departure. It's 50 knots.
Over Cessna 515 Sierra Airborne 3000.
Put autopilot on when we cross 1,000 feet. There's
400
85,
on its barrel,
90
17,
knots.
Center, clear for takeoff.
Rotat.
Oh, 17 Center, clear for takeoff, CJX 400.
You say rotato, I say rotato. Gear coming up.
Hello, American 1524.
Lock. All right, November 515 Sierra, radar contact, let me say 170,000.
500 AGL, autopilot.
7005 Sierra.
5 Sierra, Cedric Marsh.
Auto
Mars,
throttle.
5 Sierra.
Runway heading 3,000 feet.
Center United.
Flaps up. A little late on the flaps up there. All right, heading good. Flight level change 165.
6664, Center, hello.
All right, so we're expected direct to a waypoint. We have a manual sequence heading 133, which is what we're on. So we'll get something like direct Maverick, direct Tris, direct Shero,
1524, hello.
direct Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, one of those.
2992.
Houston, get the boost 6, American 1524.
Mark 3497, 10 miles from the final approach fix, turn left heading 200, descend and maintain
All
4,000.
right, brakes, thrust, flaps good. Positive rate, good. Climb
One more time
checklist.
for the heading,
Thrust MCT, we're on auto
Left
throttle.
turn 200.
Maintain 4,000.
That's going to be a left turn 200.
All right, leveling off at 3,000. Altimeter settings good. Ice protection as required.
400 airborne, passing 2,000.
CJX 400, roger.
Leave it on
radar
ice,
contact.
ice protection in case we get to 10 degrees. We'll turn on engine.
Walker 3497, just want to confirm ILS 17 Center.
Who's that for?
Walker 3497. I just want to confirm
Walker 3497, that's correct, 177.
All right, we're expecting something direct to the east. Tris, Shero, Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. Make sure mode C is on. It is. The left is Navigraph. You got me on VATSPy. I don't think I've ever used VATSPy. Does that let you listen in as well?
And over 23 Kilo 1 Papa, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 310.
Flight level 310, Kilo 1 Papa.
And 23 Kilo 1 Papa, proceed direct Tex Ar Cahh Nahh VR.
Direct Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, 3 Kilo 1 Papa. All right, Tex Ar Cahh Nahh.
Yeah, Fort Worth American 653.
Let's go down here. We're going to go to Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, direct, activate, nav mode. And we're going to climb up to 310.
653, no problem, squawk 5350.
All right, making a left turn, direct Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. That's to the east, so that looks right.
50.
Scrolling up our selected altitude here, all the way up to flight level 310. At some point, we'll get over to Memphis Center. There's a Memphis approach. There's another, and there's a Memphis controller on the ground at Memphis, I think. Probably hear me furiously rotating my Bravo throttle quadrant. Selected altitude knob over here. Let's get the jams back in. All right, 38.
American 938,
29.
cut off, hello.
Flight Flight level 310. There we go. We're gonna, dude, I hope we have a nice breakout.
230.
And where am I on time of day? I think I put it in the evening. We're at 2 p.m. Not in real time. Anyway, I'll just leave it there. Should be fine. Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. Tex Ar Cahh. Oh, Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. He said Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, didn't he? And I replied Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. He's like, you idiot. All right, going through some soupiness here.
3804.
13 degrees Celsius outside though, so I'm gonna leave ice protection off for now. We'll turn it on when we get at 10 or below. We'll turn engine anti-ice on at 10 or below, and if we see any visible ice on the wing boots or on the windshield, we'll turn on the other ice protection systems. But for now, we're on the long and slow climb up to flight level 310. Alright, Tex Ar Cahh Nahh is TXK. Alright, let me zoom this map out.
Southwest 1873, 13 left, takes via Bravo.
13 left via Bravo, Southwest 1873.
Alright, Shero, Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. And we got the departure down there in the corner as well.
FedEx 55, descend and maintain 5,000.
Into the soups.
Down to 5,000, FedEx.
Almost at 10 degrees, so I'm just going to turn engine anti-ice on now. And then our next thing is altimeter for transition altitude.
November 66, November, turn left.
I really like the checklist in this thing. I think there is a checklist in the Honda Jet, but I really love this little dedicated checklist knob button right here. So you can scroll it and you can push it in. It's just awesome. You just highlight and push, and as soon as you push, it'll advance to the next thing. I love it. Not that the procedures in this are like too insane.
Step away for 1 second.
No problem. American 6195, stop your climb. Flight level 320 for traffic. American 6195, forward center.
American 6195.
Stop your climb, flight level 320 for traffic.
We'll stop the climb at 320 for traffic, American 6195.
Dave, I see you, and Raccoon too. Wait, who's SNE SRA? Weren't you on the ground right behind us too? Should keep the multiplayer nameplates on just so I can distinguish. This is so awesome. We're just skimming on top of this blanket of clouds here. Alright, 10,000 feet. I'm going to leave landing light on. It's supposed to be realistic for real world. Delta lives in Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, I hear. When you'll fly over his house in this flight plan? No way! Wait, Delta, you've been lying to me.
Did you give American 2195 a descent?
Alright, direct Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. I actually don't know in Navigraph if you can do a direct to, right? Like I can click Tex Ar Cahh Nahh and remove it. I don't think I can modify the flight plan like you can. Like we just have to know that we're going direct. And if I remove these other waypoints, then, you know, the route is not going to be correct. The legs are not going to be correct.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're good. I've just been in the air for 17 hours.
Big if true, it is.
November 66, November, descend and maintain 3,000.
Alright, 12,000 feet, cabin pressurization's good, 4,000 feet in climbing, destination elevation 312, flaps are up, everything is in the green as it always is in this plane, no failures are possible. Even though I would never want, or I probably, it would take me a long time to want failures in a airliner. But a smaller plane like this, I could see wanting some like very basic failures. It would be cool if you could have a list of systems and stuff in every plane, and you could decide which ones are potentially randomized failures for you. So you can slowly introduce more and more failures as you kind of research them and learn to do them, and then I think that would be pretty neat. Instead of like an all or nothing situation.
4000. Clear for the ILS runway 17 center, FedEx 555.
Oh, Omar says, check around. Oh, you checked on Navigraph form as a workaround. You can check the click the pencil icon. Right, you can delete. Yeah, I do know that.
Right approach traffic is at your 12 o'clock.
But I can't do a. It's because it's part of the procedure.
Right heading 150.
I don't want to remove the procedure from the thing. I just want to let it know that I got a direct to and update. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It is something you can do in ForeFlight though, so maybe they'll eventually have it.
Clear for the ILS 18, right approach, American 2195.
Anyway, here's Saldo.
Center exits at 155, we'll take lower.
155, descend and maintain 2000 pilot's discretion.
Roger, leaving 380 for 12,000.
And oh yeah, with Sharo on our list there, not Saldo. Sharo, and then up here to Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. And Memphis Center went offline. Of course it did. No. Well, Memphis Tower is online, so they've been online for 44 minutes, but there's nobody on the ground at Memphis at all. Anyway, that's just how it goes.
Block break, Southwest 212.
Here we are right here. We're just
for traffic, please.
this little tiny guy right here. Looks like behind us to the left we got a 737-8 dash 8.
Forward center.
Right behind us at 18,600. So we should see him.
270, please.
Oh, right there. Traffic in sight. There he is.
Southwest 687 ready for departure.
You guys can probably barely see him. He's right there. I can actually see the body of the plane right. Yeah. Can't zoom in anymore though.
3804 takes for parking this frequency.
You can see his lights now a little bit.
Right, clear takeoff.
So he's going to wherever KGSP is. What is that? Travelers, Greenville, Spartanburg,
5000.
in South Carolina. You like her crosswinds? Oh, you guys talking about rudder pedals? Yeah, dude, I was just eyeballing the TPR ones because you guys have been talking about it on Discord. Which rudder pedals? Yeah, I also have the crosswinds V3. I don't like how much pressure it takes to use the toe brakes though, but
Walker 3497 ground,
using the rudders left and right,
yep.
like using the rudders themselves, feels great. It's very, very smooth. I really like it. But for mine, the spring pressure, even on the lowest setting on the toes, is way too tight. Maybe I got kind of a lemon or something, because everyone else says theirs are good. Or maybe it's just my weak ankles or something. Maybe I need to gain some weight. I'm pretty lean.
Exit 155, say approach request.
Get up there, invert, and then communicate. Is that like the aviate, navigate, communicate?
Roger, you can expect it.
All right, 18,000. We're going standard Barrow up to flight level 310. Every day is leg day with the crosswinds, yeah. I don't know, when I've mentioned it before, the responses I've gotten are usually people are saying that they don't have a problem with the toe brake pressure. Maybe it's just me.
What? You get your 5x5 Air Mexico 2689.
Yeah, invert and communicate. Yeah, I was reading it like aviate, navigate, communicate in my head though.
Right left, Clipper takeoff.
Dude, Top Gun Maverick is so great too.
626, 25 miles.
It's like the perfect amount of macho crap. It's like the limit for me. As much as they rode the line perfectly. It wasn't too much where I was like rolling my eyes. It was just the expected amount, and it fits. It was a great sequel, I think. I like that movie a lot.
American 2195 winds column 18 right, clear to land.
21 right, clear to land, American 2195.
Alright, flight level 200, still on the departure. Finish this checklist, I guess. I mean, we're still technically climbing. We will be for like 45 minutes. Or maybe not 45 minutes, but... And because Memphis went offline, it's just like, look,
687, 13 left.
everyone else is still online. Look at this. This was online, and because I'm headed this direction, it is the only center that's gone offline, right?
An American.
Everything else is online. It's like, oh, you're headed to this giant area? I'm done, dude. Oh, Memphis Tower's offline. Gone. No.
American 653, descend and maintain 4,000.
All right, we'll move
We'd
down
like to
4,000,
request a diversion to wherever controllers are online, please. That movie made me revisit the original. Felt as though I had never seen it. It was so ridiculous. Yeah.
13 left, clear for takeoff.
Yeah. It's pretty macho. Did I memorize, is it VATS, is it 122.8 Unicom? It is, okay. I feel like I've almost got that committed to memory.
Maintain flight level 380.
Up to 380 for American 61.
Go to Jacksonville. There's no way I have the fuel, yeah, for Jacksonville. I just loaded enough. Oh, I didn't even load my fuel, actually. Wait, I didn't load my fuel. Oh no, what is our fuel? Oh, we have 1,000 pounds still. I think I only needed 12. I needed 1,200 more. We have 1,000, and we've already done the takeoff and most of the climb, so I guess I'm good. Oh, I have unlimited fuel turned on in the sim.
155, C direct Sindhu, cross Sindhu at 3,000. At Sindhu,
I have unlimited fuel turned on in the sim because I was recording a video yesterday, and I turned it on for convenience. It was part of the video was turning on unlimited fuel just to simplify things for new pilots.
Sure thing, just proceed to Gilpole.
So I guess I do have enough fuel for Jacksonville.
The RNAV 16 approach into Seminole.
I appreciate it.
Oklahoma City, if it's online. Can you actually do a diversion like that?
Fort Worth Center, United.
Now all we have is Dallas Fort Worth ground and Fort Worth Center. Yeah, no Oklahoma City.
2378, good evening.
Huntsville, Alabama is online. Atlanta is online.
1524.
Maybe by the time I get there, it'll be online again.
Final approach fix, turn right, heading 150.
Vision jet extended range.
Right, number 2.
Wait, so you said somebody on VATSIM said they've been flying for 17 hours? They just like told the controller?
Southwest 687, radar contact, say altitude.
Passing 5,300.
Roger, climb maintain 6,000
yeah, New Orleans.
for now. Air Mexico 2689.
Yeah, we got New Orleans approach and New Orleans. Yeah, Towers on, New Orleans approach, and is it New Orleans Center? Oh, Houston Center covers New Orleans.
American 1524, can you take runway 17 center? You got a Beechcraft out there in front of you. It's pretty slow.
Yeah, I've never done a diversion. So I can just call in and be like, request destination change to New Orleans.
Maintain present heading 5,000 till 7.
Start a flight before work, come home, get food, drink a beer, go to bed, wake up and land. I guess, can you get that, isn't there an achievement? A Microsoft Flight Sim achievement for, like a certain amount of miles at once or something, or across the world? You just set your heading and go to bed. It's your stream. Do the appropriate thing.
Mexico 2689.
Actually, I just want to learn about that if I can even. VATSIM change destination.
Correction 13,500, climbing flight level 360.
Can you request to change an IFR plan mid-flight? Yeah, this guy says it's very frustrating when you plan a flight around ATC coverage, only to see a controller go offline mid-flight. Is it possible to change destination?
Can you take the ILS 17 center?
Yeah, it says if you're being controlled, just ask for a change of destination, get an amended clearance.
American 653.
If you're not being controlled, edit your flight plan with a new destination and route and start heading that way. Yeah, how do you even edit your... I mean, I am being controlled, so...
Fort Worth Center, FedEx 555 is vacated.
Oh yeah, some other guy replied. This was from a year ago, but in the comments, this guy says... Please don't be annoying with it. I've had a pilot request to divert to 3 different places over the span of 30 minutes due to coverage. We get it. When you're flying, you want to talk to people, but come on, man.
It's 8525, 13 left taxi to Bravo.
I think also, like, it matters how many people are going to be on Unicom, because wasn't there one day I was doing like a flight out of San Francisco or something like that, and there was a lot of Unicom traffic happening. Or no, I was departing out of Miami rather for Jacksonville, and there were a bunch of people on the ground at Miami when the controller went off. And that's when Omar flew with me, and yeah, there was a lot of chatter, so it was still fun. I don't mind if there's no like actual ATC coverage, but I just want to hear something.
Who was that?
American 1524.
What is CJX airline?
Southwest 687.
Southwest 687, climbing 1053.
Oh, it's a shuttle. It's a charter company.
And Air Mexico 2689, climbing.
Wait, is that right? CJX airline?
I'm maintain 260, Mexico 2679.
CJX
400. Did you say you want higher or lower?
In this regard, we are capturing the localizer now. We'll be on the drive to open turn.
Roger, American 653, 25 miles from final approach fix, turn left, turn right heading 150, maintain 5,000 till establishment localizer, clear for the ILS 17.
At least we got some pretty clouds to look at.
Right, 150, 5,000 to the establishment, clear for the ILS 17 Center, approach American 653.
American 1524, winds are calm, runway 17 Center, clear link.
Is there a bathroom in this? There's not, right? Okay, Honda Jet has a bathroom. Vision Jet does not. But there's a lot of cargo space back here. You could put in a kiddie pool-sized bathroom, a bucket-sized bathroom, you know, Gatorade bottle-sized bathrooms back here, lots of them. So you could BYO bathroom. There's enough space. Advise disconnect and refile mid-flight. I could wait until I get out of his coverage area, switch to Unicom, edit the VATSIM flight plan, and then turn south and head towards New Orleans. Better to advise disconnect and refile, yeah. All planes have a bathroom if you have a bottle. Bottle optional. I mean, it's a Cirrus, it's luxury, okay?
American 938, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,000 for American 938.
American 2195, turn right heading 270.
I mean, this guy's still really busy. This guy's, there are a lot of people on in, right in the Dallas,
right in
Dallas, Fort Worth area.
Let me know, we'll get you turned back on.
And this isn't even using, so the approach controller just got online 4 minutes, so it's going to take some of the workload from this guy.
24, winds are calm, 17 clear lane.
Yeah, there's Fort Worth Center. He's been on an hour and a half. This regional approach guy just got on, and they still have ground at Dallas Fort Worth, but you know, we didn't talk to them because there was no approach online. Actually, yeah, I assume the other, where's Love Field? Is it southeast of Dallas, like over this direction?
Southwest 212 second.
Oh wait, here's Garland, and we're on the Garland for departure, so it must be closer to Fort Worth. Is it like right over here? Oh, KDAL. This guy's there right now. It's right where this guy is. All right, so this is Dallas Love Field right here. But yeah, we didn't have the approach controller on when I took off. He just got on.
Kilo 36 Alpha.
Everywhere is a bathroom if you have a catheter. Everywhere is a bathroom if you gotta change your pants.
American 2195, I give you a turn already. Turn right heading 270.
Heading 270, American 2195.
Alright, we're almost at cruise.
Calm, runway 17 center, clear to land, number 2.
I should have started the timer, like a block timer. But 350 feet to go. Finally be up at flight level 310.
And executive 155, report IFR cancellation in the air on the ground. This frequency change approved.
If you get to change your pants.
Roger, we'll report on the ground.
Oh, Depend sponsorship. Oh yeah, flight simmer diapers.
Southwest 5825, here you go.
It's like having a raid diaper if you played World of Warcraft, or a raid diaper for contest mode in Destiny 2 raids, and you're playing for 12 hours straight.
Dorset.
I played that Destiny 2 raid that came out, Crota's End, the redone one. I was up until 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning trying to beat it in like the ultra contest mode thing they do for 48 hours. It was ridiculous.
Southwest 687, car maintain flight level 340.
That's where I needed the raid diaper. But yeah, flight sim diaper. It's the transatlantic diaper. Kevo says I'm not allowed to leave the couch as a couch captain. Please update. Please advise. You can do anything you want as a couch captain as long as you're taking a drag of the sweet, sweet cigarettes. Even when you're showering, you have to be smoking. It's just how it is. All right, we are at cruise. Let's get up to Mach 0.52. Ice protection is the same. We have no ice warnings. We have no ice on the boots or the windshield. Engine anti-ice is on because it's cold out there. So we can just complete this checklist. And descent checklist. Let's check Memphis out real quick. Airport elevation is up here somewhere. There we go. 341. And it's got in 312. That is checked. Ice protection as required. Altimeter local settings, seats and seat belts. It says that we have 48 minutes to go. We'll see what the latest ATIS is there, even though there's no controller. Just gonna have that in the background.
You go ahead and cancel our IFR. The ceiling's not as
Surgeon Generals hate him.
So we've got the ceiling inside.
Aero drive part cancellation 0214. Have a safe landing.
You too, sir. We'll talk to you next month.
Ooh, IFR cancellation. That
Yep.
sounds pro. It's like something a real pilot would do. Cancel IFR when they're near their arrival airport. I mean, I'll be out of his airspace, so we're gonna get a. We don't have to do that. We're gonna be. We're about halfway to the edge of his airspace. All right, let's check the weather at Memphis. Information. Looks like runway 09 is preferred, or 18 left, which is what we planned for. Is 18 left.
Southwest 2055, radar contact, maintain 350.
All right, real world weather. 3011. Winds are 150 at 10. So that's good for 18 left. 10 miles of visibility, clear skies. Temperatures 23, altimeter 3011. I'll just set 3011 and we'll check for an update once we get closer. 3011 in the pre-selector right there. It's good to go.
EU 930, American 938, contact regional approach 125.02.
All right, and we're finishing this departure up, so are we at Tex Ar Cahh Nahh yet? I don't think so. 35 miles from Tex Ar Cahh Nahh.
Approach 125.02.
All right, this is not to scale, as it says, for this dashed area. Tex Ar Cahh Nahh is actually out here. Once we cross that, that's the last waypoint in our departure procedure. Oh, actually, no. Wait, actually, I don't think it is. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, yep. That is the last one. And then if we expand this airway, we're at Keswick, I guess? Hoses, Sparrow, Buns, Ayun. Hoses, Sparrow, Buns, Ayuni. And then Pine Bluff VOR. That's the last one in our... last waypoint in our flight plan, and then we're direct to Memphis.
CJX 400, leave my airspace. Memphis Center's offline. Radar service is terminated.
Oh, 50 knot tailwind.
Oh, do you copy?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice.
Air Mexico 2689.
Ground speed 364. We're still accelerating a little bit. We're at Mach point 516. We can get up to 5.2.
34.2, thank you. Air Mexico 2689.
Yeah, I love the radio effects. I was listening to somebody, was it, I think it was Swiss? I got like recommended a replay of Swiss doing trying to do a VATSIM flight, but he was having all sorts of technical problems. And he had, I'm pretty sure he had the VHF like distortion and radio like artifact stuff turned off on VATSIM in the vPilot client. You can turn that stuff off. And everybody just sounded super smooth. You know, it was so weird. Yeah, Swiss is hilarious.
Yeah, he's up now. He
was doing a bunch of live streams doing plane spotting as well, like in the rain and stuff. It was really entertaining. All right, nice. We're up at the barber pole.
6195, leave my airspace, Kansas City Center.
Mach 0.52, 52 knot, tailwind, 366 over the ground.
Advisory, American 6195. Thank you very much.
Southwest 212, leave my airspace, Kansas City Center is offline. Radar service terminated for continuing advisory approved. Yes.
All right, he's getting rid of everybody. Either they're flying out of his airspace or he's
November 515 Sierra, say approach requesting the Shreveport.
Shreveport.
On the
I'm just cleaning up my notes here on my little notepad. I just have the notepad app in the corner. I've been typing everything. All right, and since we don't have a controller, we can just choose whatever approach we want, I guess. Let's see what we got here. We were planning on 1-8 left. 1-8 left has an ILS. It's got an RNAV, Zulu, X-ray, and Yankee.
I finally got a regional approach on, so my life just got exponentially easier.
Oh, that's why he's switching them over. Yeah, approach got online like we noticed over here on the map. So he just commented we got approach on. Yeah, so approach is taking care of all these people. There's also a ground controller who's been on 2.5 hours. I'm sure the ground controller, or the people that are on the ground, are stoked too. You get to talk to 3 different controllers. That's why he was switching them probably, as ground they're still in the regional area. They're around DFW still, so he switched them to the approach controller for now probably. And we're probably a good
2656, you leave my airspace
20 minutes away here.
Kansas City Center's offline, radar services are terminated. If exchange advisory approved, if a safe landing down there in
oh, it gave you 818 center, Josh? Oh, Underdog, you saw the stream, felt so bad for him. Nothing was working right. I know, yeah.
And November 515 Sierra.
And his setup is crazy. He had, I guess it's a new thing. I didn't watch the video, but I saw a thumbnail for it where he had like a whole new sim setup. He had the chair, and I saw him using the mouse on his knee, on his like leg. I was like, oh my god, I could never do that. I would need like a little tray table for a mouse. Maybe he's got one on order or something. You know, it's probably a temporary thing. But yeah, I felt bad watching it. I was like, oh my god, the pains. You do it live, and it's just so unforgiving. Especially when you have, I mean, the bigger the audience, the more, I'm sure the more stressful it is. All right, so for our approach, yeah, we can pick whatever we want. 1-8 left, we got an ILS, we got 3 flavors of RNAV approaches. Let's see, this one is an LPV approach. Okay, the X-ray and Yankee are both RNP approaches, so we're ineligible for those. So we will do either the RNAV GPS Zulu, or we can do the ILS. And let me check the clouds, actually, what the clouds are reported as. Oh, it's just clear. So we could just do a visual approach as well. It says visual approach in use, 1-8 left, 1-8 right. All right, let's do a visual approach. And by visual approach, I mean the Garmin visual approach. All right, visual for 1-8 left, all the way down here. Visual 1-8 left, straight, load, okay. Check our map.
finish United 2378.
All right, so we're gonna hoses.
Can I step away for about 10
Top
minutes?
of descent.
Yeah, sure, just let me know when you're back.
Airport, straight, final, Memphis. So this is another case where I need to remove the en route waypoint, I believe. Right here. Let's remove the waypoint. Okay, great. 37 minutes. And let's go back up there again with this little cursor. The touchscreen is not that bad. It's definitely faster than the G1000's range, like pan knob, that's for sure. So, all right, that looks better. I'll just slow down, do that nice right turn, line up with 1.8 left. Maybe I'll get super risky and disconnect the autopilot before 1,000 feet. Never hand fly if you don't have to. Gotta go. Oh, see you, Pirate. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate that. Oh, back offline? Wait, what happened? Wait, what's back offline, Josh? Did Dallas go offline just now? Did I miss that? See, the ground controller is offline. By visual approach, I mean flying blindfolded. By visual approach, I mean having the Garmin do everything for the most part for me still, even though it's not a full-on approach procedure. All right, so top of descent is in 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and set up our VNAV stuff, or just double check it, I guess. Descent schedule, 250 knots, 3-degree flight path angle, Mach 0.5. And yeah, top of descent, 19 minutes. And let's see what our last altitude is. 1150 for final. But if we look at Memphis, it's at 318 feet. So I'll go to 1800 for my final. I begin the long journey. This is what I actually need the diaper for. It's not like a raid diaper or like a transatlantic diaper. It's the changing my selected altitude in the Vision Jet, where the altitude selection knob only goes in 100-foot increments from cruise down to 1800 feet. You know, there's probably an optimal speed to move your mouse cursor too, where like you move it too fast and it misses some of the increments being counted. I like this strategy of I put it all the way on the right corner, so I have the full width of my screen to drag it across. Because if you drag it outside of I have mine running windowed, so if I drag it out, it doesn't count.
Papa, leave my airspace, Memphis Center is offline, radar services terminated, please change to advisory approved.
All right, change it to advisory frequency. Thanks a lot. Have a good night. Kilo 1 Papa. All right, over to advisory. I think I'm just going to stay here and listen to him, though, because what am I going to do, switch over and listen to nobody? I guess technically I'm supposed to, but nobody's going to say anything. There's one plane in front of me. There's nobody on the ground at Memphis. I'm just going to chill here and eavesdrop on Fort Worth Center as long as possible. Oh, Memphis was online for 5 seconds and back offline. They're just teasing me now. See, a new controller got online. They looked at their airspace and they saw a Vision Jet and they just disconnected. And then they went back to watching reality television, drinking a cocktail or whatever they're doing, which I totally understand. Like, who wants to deal with this slow plane? They're like, it might as well be a 172. They should remove the word jet from Vision Jet. All right, standard barrel. What was the, let's see, 0154 Zulu is the last time we got weather, so that should be good for another 20, 30 minutes. Here comes the ban. You'll get dropped for laughing at a joke you weren't supposed to hear. Yeah, they think you're off the frequency. They're like, stupid Vision Jet. You're like,
November 515, Sierra, report 20 miles, 12 o'clock, report when you...
Yeah, Vision Jet was made for guys to brag about taking the jet somewhere. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's just for rich people to feel like they have a jet.
On the final for 1-4.
Course what? I'm sorry.
Direct JV, Juliet Alpha Victor Echo Echo. It's on the final for 1-4.
See Direct JV.
Direct JV 50, sir.
I guess, you know, technically I can wait till I cross this line, right? And then they disconnect me. I'm actually not sure if they, I'm not sure if they will, if I'll lose the signal eventually. I think I will. Once I get far enough away. I'll just not hear anything anyway. Ice protection, we might need it.
Southwest 5825.
Hard to tell. Not any crazy clouds. There's nothing on NextRad either. There was a lot of stuff near Dallas. Yeah, we're just kind of clear everywhere. But we'll see if we get a little closer. But the weather's reported clear skies, and 10 miles of visibility. So 10 plus miles, I guess. Just a nice chill approach. I think. I feel like if somebody wanted to do VATSIM, this is like the ideal situation, right? Like I only talked to one controller and then I left the coverage area. Like that's as like introductory as you can get. You don't have to change frequencies, you know, until you go to advisory, but you're just chatting to one person. And yeah, it's kind of nice. I mean, at this point, I want more. Like, I want a fully staffed everything, of course. But if you're just starting out, I think that'd be good to like choose a location that has like one controller on, and maybe even just a tower controller. You know, so you don't even have to do anything after you take off. Just like close your flight plan instantly as soon as you take off. All right, let's go over to 1228. See if anybody's chatting over here, making jokes and stuff. Alright, we are over here right at the edge. Let me refresh this and see if anybody did come online. Negative. No such luck. Alright, so we're going to Sparrow, Buns, Ayun. And then we're just turning slightly to the north so we can get lined up for 1-8 left. Oh yeah, no dog in this plane, right? In fact, is there... Oh yeah, there is a dog in third person, right? Yeah, he's there. He's chilling. That engine is loud. I'm gonna set this volume properly here. That seems pretty good, right? Right around there. People like to hear the sounds of the engines. I recognize that. But maybe not the Vision Jet engine. Let me take our Bose off and see what it sounds like inside. Okay. Do not hit GPU by accident. Bose noise reduction off. Ah, there we go. Now we got our white noise going. You like the sound of people screaming. I don't have anything witty to say to that. Not at all. I don't think you're getting enough O2 if you think your dog is a co-pilot. Oh man, I was learning about hypoxia today on the those Embry-Riddle videos. All those different. I think I got one of the questions wrong about the types of hypoxia. It's like hypoxic hypoxia, which is oxygen, not enough oxygen reaching your brain, which is the most common, I think, for oxygen starvation, like due to flying too high with no oxygen. But then there's the toxicity one. Then there's two other ones. What is it? There's like a toxicity one, which is more about, is that carbon monoxide poisoning, like from your, from like bleed air heat or something like that, or carburetor heat rather? And what were the other ones? I think I forget the other ones. One has to do with like, you know, alcohol poisoning type of toxicity or hypoxia. And then the last one was more about like scuba diving hypoxia. Histotoxic, that's it. Wait, which one? Histotoxic is, that's the one from the carb heat, from carbon monoxide poisoning, is that correct? Stagnant, which one is the bends? One of the examples was, yeah, like a scuba diver. Drugs. Yeah, drugs. Yeah, that's one, but the name isn't drugs. I forget the technical name for that type of hypoxia. David, of the all caps responses to you cracking me up. Histotoxic, drugs, alcohol. All right, man, calm down. I know it's exciting stuff, but no, it's funny, dude. Yeah, I forget the other names. But yeah, anyway, I was reading about that. A little bit about that today. Speaking of drugs. Pilot monitoring. His eyes don't even move. Your shopping list. Khalida Air Flight, they experienced hypoxia. Sounded like they were drunk. Oh, yeah. I think I've seen, I don't know if it's that exact one, but I've definitely seen one of those like disaster type videos where they were suffering from hypoxia. Yeah, it's crazy. When it's explaining to you, it's like, you may sense dizziness, shortness of breath, or like dizziness and euphoria. I was like, oh, doesn't sound too bad. Hyperemic, am I saying that right? Carbon monoxide. Yeah, I definitely need to re-watch that section. That'll take me a few runs through that to All right, 8 minutes until top of descent. I should hit VNAV early to make sure, just in case I forget. All right, VNAV is armed, path is enunciated, and 1800, setting the altimeter. Memphis Center still hates me, they're not online. Memphis Tower hates me, they're not online. Oh, fish, I do that a lot too. Like, not even intentionally, I'm just like, I happen to be watching them anyway. But yeah, watching airplane crash videos before getting on a flight. I mean, it's just so, air travel is just so safe. It's just, you know. But whatever the statistics say, it's obviously not going to be a rational fear regardless of how safe it actually is statistics wise. But yeah, we all generally feel safer in a car than we do in a plane, which is obviously just totally wrong. There are 4 types. So it's oxygen can't reach the brain. Oxygen's not being absorbed by the cells, I think. Then there's one where other gases get stored in your muscles and stuff, I think. Cells not absorbing oxygen results in you being I'm not even know. I'm gonna guess. I'm guessing. I need to stop. Yeah, I need to review it again for sure. Yeah, I think the 4 examples where they gave were like climbing without, climbing too high without oxygen, like over 10,000 feet. The bends, scuba diving, carbon monoxide poisoning, and alcohol and drugs. It's fun because I just sit there and tell my wife the same kind of aircraft crash on this video, dude. You don't actually, do you? No way. You're just trolling. It's so messed up. Unless, like, your wife thinks it's funny. In some morbid way. I guess since I'm off, I can go and fix my settings here for unlimited fuel that I had on by accident from yesterday. Auto mixture. Oh yeah, I have lights on automatic as well. I didn't even realize that setting existed actually, and I was like, oh my god, a Honda Jet in every plane? Automatic light assistance option sounds amazing. Now that I know it's there, I'm kind of like tempted to use it all the time. But I think the Bravo throttle quadrant, the way the like switches work and everything, it'll probably hold the lights off even if it's trying to turn them on, so. None of this stuff up here is, oh, these are little map lights or reading lights. Those work. And there's the auto land button. That'd be so cool if this worked. It's the ultimate VATSIM assistant right there. Did Bose pay them, or they actually used the Bose logo? I wonder if they got permission. Alright, well, I guess it's time to experiment. If we turn crash and stress damage off. Is it off already? Oh, I do have it disabled already. Oh, what's that beeping sound? Oh, Memphis Center's online. Oh, please contact me on 123550. Oh, we got Memphis Center. Yes! 132550. Yes, we're back, boys. 13255. Yes. Let's get our headphones back on here.
Flashing for CJX 100.
Alright, are we still on? Alright, where are we at? Flight level 310 direct, and we're about to be direct Pine Bluff VOR.
CJX 400 UR radar contact, we'll call it 29 miles west of Tupelo.
$120 miles for us. Memphis Center, Vision Jet, 23 Kilo 1 Papa, flight level 310.
Vision Jet 231 Kilo Papa, Memphis Center, ident.
Ident. Let's see, transponder, back, transponder, ident. There we go. I'll ident again.
Vision Jet 231 Kilo Papa, your radar contact 28 miles south of the Little Rock vortex. Descend via the, well, let me see, you're not on an arrival, are you? Descend and maintain flight level 240 for Vision Jet 23 Kilo 1 Papa.
All right, descend, maintain flight level 240 Kilo 1 Papa. And if you want me to set up for an arrival, let me know. I'm down. Kilo 1 Papa.
Yeah, if you're able to load up the HOBRK arrival, just advise.
All right, I'll check HOBRK and get back to you. Kilo 1 Papa. All right, but we're down to descend 240. Let's do that. Flight level 240 and HOBRK for the arrival. I'm just going to start going down here to 240 at 2,000 feet per minute. And changing that here on our selected altitude. And then we'll check the HOBRK. I think it's a HOBRK 4. I believe that's the one we looked at before, and I think it has speeds at 290, so I don't think we'll be able to take it. But I'll let him know, and he might just want us to do it anyway, because it might be simpler for him. Alright, so let's go check Navigraph here, get the jams going again. Memphis, and go to stars, and the HOBRK 3. HOBRK 3, 280 knots, yeah, so we can only make it 250.
And 2-3 Kilo 1 Papa, let me know when you get the HOBRK arrival in there. You can clear direct, let me know when you get it in there and make sure we got it squared away.
Yeah, Kilo 1 Papa's got it pulled up. I can't do the 280 knot restrictions. I can only do 250 in the Vision Jet. Kilo 1 Papa.
Roger, so you're cleared direct HOBRK to join the HOBRK 3 arrival.
All right.
Descend via the HOBRK 3 arrival landing south, and you can disregard the speeds. Memphis altimeter is 3011.
All right, we're cleared to descend via the HOBRK 3 arrival, direct HOBRK landing south, and 3011, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Nice. This has got more fun. All right, procedure, arrival. We're going to bring in the HOBRK. And he said landing south, so 18 left will work for us. I'm going to leave that on for now. Go down here, choose HOBRK 3. And I think, let's see, ELD, maybe, I guess we choose Tex Ar Cahh Nahh and then 18 left. I'll load that in. And then he said direct HOBRK, so I'll just go down and hit HOBRK, direct activate. And then we'll just double check all the waypoints here. All right, so we're direct HOBRK. Let's make sure we are not in nav mode. All right, FMS and speed. Our restriction at HOBRK is flight level 230 or below. He had us going 240. I'll bring that down to 230.
Memphis, Delta, 2191, checking in, flight level 35.
He did say direct HOBRK, yes. So flight level 230 at HOBRK. Airspeed. Auto throttle is not happy. I'm just pulling us back to idle. That's terrifying. All right, so we're going to go here, doing VNAV direct to HOBRK now, then rearming auto throttle.
Coming at ya.
All right, now we got VPath enunciated because I just did direct to, and we already had VNAV turned on. So once we get to this top of descent again, it'll continue us down to flight level 230. 20 seconds until it starts that again. That was pretty funny, that check-in right there. Yeah, I was trying to make the 290, exactly.
2191 radar contact, 45 miles northeast of the Razorback Vortex. Welcome.
Delta 2191, roger.
All right, we're about to hit that top of descent. 5 seconds. And we're going HOBRK, then TAMMY, he said landing south. So if I check here, over here it says landing south. Yeah, skis. So we just want to make sure that we have skis in. All the other waypoints are the same. So it's really about, our initial waypoint might have been different. For us, it was Tex Ar Cahh Nahh, but we had changed to just, yeah, we weren't going from Tex Ar Cahh Nahh to Otis, so we were up here a little bit. But now we're going direct HOBRK, flight level 230 or below. Then we have these restrictions, 16,000, ceiling, 12,000, 10,000. All of them go the same direction. These are all landing south runways on the end of this. So I'm actually not sure if you can land north or not. But it says landing south at the end, so as long as we have skis in here, I think we're good to go. which we do. It ends at skis, then a manual sequence at the end there, and then he'll have our approach. And then we already know for the approaches, if we get 18 left, there's both a LPV approach, RNAV LPV, and there's an ILS. So we can take either one of those. And altimeter, you said 3011. That's the same that I had in the pre-selector, so we are good there. And we had information Victor. We'll go ahead and check on Navigraph over here and see if he's got the ATIS up for Memphis. And he does not yet. But we can look up the ATIS when if he gets it online. We'll just see. He might be starting it up, or he might not be at all. Because since he's a center controller, he might not be doing any of the ATIS.
12 o'clock and 30 miles. It extends along your route of
Oh, did I say Tex Ar Cahh Nahh? Oh my god. Can we convince him I might have to donate for it? Yeah, but if that's the rule, then I'm just never going to say it right. To bleed all the possible donations now.
Copy that.
That's just how I am, you know, you got to do those streamer things, man. Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. All right, so I think all this is good. We're at 500 feet per minute right now, so we just need to cross HOBRK, flight level 230. We're already at 240, so it just made our descent shallower. So we got HOBRK, TAMMY, Madden, Jamia. Then there are a few going north from there. Twinkle, Sinby, and Bowen, and then Skis. So I'm just reading those off for myself just in case he says one of them. So we got all that going. Our next restriction after 230. Actually, HOBRK is at or below 230. At or below. So I'm going to put that in because it might start descending us faster. Oh yeah, it's descending us faster. Because it needs to make the next restriction right after that, which is between 14 and 16. So this is a 230 at or below. And there goes our... Come on, auto throttle, bring it back. It's still trending faster, all right? Looks like we're pulling that out again. All right, we're just going manual throttle for now. Airspeed. All right, our next top of descent, 3 minutes and 31 seconds. At or below 320 or 230. So are we going to be able to go from 230 down to 16,000 feet by TAMMY? I don't think so. I'm going to do direct VNAV for TAMMY now because I don't know if we're going to make that. Oh no, not direct. Oh no. I want VNAV direct. There we go. Let me reactivate VNAV direct at HOBRK. Oh yeah, and it doesn't have the right mode again. It put it at. Okay, so if I do VNAV direct, it changes the constraint to be at.
Memphis Delta 2191, yeah, we just pulled up the radar from where we're at. We'll be good.
Yeah, it's got 280 speed constraint. I'm going to change that to at or below, I guess. Oh, that's probably why it's messing up.
And November 23 Kilo 1 Papa, just confirm you are descending via the arrival with the south transition.
Yes, our next restriction is TAMMY between 14,000 and 16,000. Is that correct? Kilo 1 Papa?
Yeah, that's correct, sir. I just want to make sure we got that clear. Thank you.
Yeah, he's telling me get the hell down now. Oh, and I have my selected altitude up. That's why. Yeah, he's expecting me to be descending. He's like, dude, step it. And now he'll see me start descending and be like, dude, I need to set this way down. That's why I'm not able to use it. That's why everything's messed up, is because I did not lower my selected altitude below 3,000. All right, so we're going to see if it can make it now. I have no idea. We're in vertical speed mode. We can go down at 2,500 feet per minute in this, so I'm going to do that. Auto throttle is on. We'll just make sure we don't overspeed. Yeah, he's right to call me out on that though. And then let's see, our last altitude on this is down to 4,000. And here comes the overspeed almost. Yeah, I'm just bringing it to idle. All right, bring this all the way down to 4,000 then. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to make it. We're going to try to make it. It says we're going to make it in 1 minute at 1,600 feet per minute, so I think we're good. Yeah, right over here. Yeah, it's showing TAMMY 16,000. Bottom of descent, 1,600 feet per minute. Bottom of descent is in 56 seconds before TAMMY. Okay, looks like we'll be okay there. Alright, I'm getting auto throttle back on. Your auto throttle's been, acting wacky. Are you flying the Vision Jet as well, Raccoon? Alright, I gotta get this loaded in here as well. I did not change it over here on Navigraph, so... Let's go to Arrival. And we got the HOBRK 3. Chose Tex Ar Cahh Nahh. 18 left. Alright, TAMMY, 16,000. We're at 18,000. Yeah, the VNAV profile is below us. We're going to catch up to that. Yeah, we already passed TAMMY and we're above 16,000.
Number 23 Kilo 1 Papa information. Victor's current at Memphis, advising a Victor and set your parking.
Say my parking. We have Victor and standby for parking, sorry. Kilo 1 Papa.
Charlie, Juliet X-ray 400, you're leaving my airspace to the east.
East FBO hangar right there will be good.
Terminated. Frequency change to advisories is approved.
Off the Yukon, thanks for coming on, TJX 400.
And Memphis Center parking for Kilo 1 Papa is the East FBO next to Alpha 2.
Alright, so you can expect a visual approach runway 18 left.
Alright, visual approach 1 way left, Kilo 1 Papa. Nice, that's what I had set up for. Alright, let me, man, I am doing a lot of work all of a sudden. Alright, VPath, we're back on VPath, that's good. I'm gonna get auto throttle back on. And then he said expect the visual approach, which I believe I had in already. Manual sequence and then visual approach. And I had us bottoming out at about 1,800 feet, I think. Airport elevation plus 1,500. Alright, we have Victor. And Memphis approach, we have Victor at Memphis, Kilo 1 Papa. Alright, 3011, Victor 10 statute miles clear, winds are 150 at 10, so we're going to have a little bit of a crosswind from the left. And I went from being like, nothing to do. Yeah, I'll take that turbojet arrival. Alright, let's get the checklist back up over here. Altimeter local setting, which I should be on right now, but I'm not. That is kind of important. All right, that's done. Approach briefing. So we're on the arrival, and then we have a visual approach. So, and we are landing on runway 18 left. And I have the visual approach set up in the Garmin. 18 left is right here. Once we exit, we're going to expect to taxi Yankee to Alpha. Looks like Yankee to Alpha. If this is still Alpha here, I think it is. 18 left is a 9,000 foot runway. And then, yeah, we're going to turn off to the left. All right, 12,000 feet. Is the Vision Jet too fast now? No, I think my brain's just too slow. Vision jet's low. And as slow as it is, it's faster than my brain. All right, down to 10,000 at Jamia. Then we got Twinkle between 9 and 11. Sinby between 8 and 10. Skis 4,000. Let me set my speed bugs for our approach. They are always the same because it doesn't calculate them. So 100 and then 90. And for minimums, I'm just going to set our minimums at our pattern altitude. Though I think the actual minimums on the... Well, we have a visual approach, so I don't know... I mean, there are no minimums because it's a visual approach. And that's a question I still haven't answered, is like, I'm curious real world with stuff like a Garmin-assisted visual approach. If those even exist in real world, how low can you go? It's probably like 1,000 AGL or something like that. So I'm just gonna put the minimums at 1,500 AGL. I'll put it at 1,000 AGL. Oops, 1,300 feet roughly. All right, 250 knots. We're getting under 10,000 feet right now. All right, we're still on vertical path. We got nav mode on. We're going to make a left turn at Twinkle. Then we got Sinby, Bowen. Then he's going to give us a visual approach, so we're probably going to expect to be vectored and then get the runway in sight. I hate this thing. Why is it even over here? Like, all I did is use the checklist. Now I have to deal with... Where's the checklist again? I have to hit this. Now I have to use one of these pane knobs. There we go. Yeah, so it's going to leave us off at skis on that heading, and then he's going to vector us around, I'm sure, to line up with 1A right. Or even before we get to skis, he'll probably end up vectoring us. So I'm just going to get my heading selection preset to what our rough final heading is going to be, heading to skis. Which is, looks like 002, 001 heading. So basically 360 heading almost. Yeah, so I'll bring this to 001. And the airport is just off our nose to the right here. Looks like endgame is down there. So we already have the field in sight. And we're doing runway 18 left, which basically touches down right around here, like past this building that I see. If we look at the taxiway diagram, there's 18 center reaches the furthest north, and then there's a perpendicular runway 27 and 9, and then 18 left is, if you guys can see this right here. So 18 left lands like in the middle of the field, basically. It's interesting. So we're gonna fly over a lot before we touch down on 18 left.
November 23 Kilo 1 Papa, descend unrestricted, descend and maintain 4,000.
All right, descend and maintain 4,000, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, unrestricted, so we'll give him 2,500 feet per minute, down to 4,000. Once it captures that, there we go. Now we can do vertical speed mode. Unrestricted, I'll just do 2,000 feet per minute. And I'll get ready to switch over to manual on the throttle. Looks like we're gonna get under 200 knots, so I'm just gonna change that to manual. Bring us down to 200 knots. All right, we're parallel to the runway now. You can see it over here. So yeah, I think the threshold is somewhere near endgame, basically where these buildings are. So we're gonna fly over all this stuff, and then we can see our runway right there. And then we're gonna park over here. All right, runway 18 left, 3011. Altimeter is set. Heading mode is set, and we're going down to 4,000 feet now. Oh yeah, it's still. Why is VNAV is still? Oh, that's so weird. VNAV was still armed. Yeah, unrestricted. Yeah, I have to turn off VNAV. So I guess when you turn on vertical speed mode, I have to actually turn off VNAV mode.
American 2079, your radar contact 20 miles northeast of the El Dorado forecast.
All right, almost at 4,000 feet. And then we're considering our minimums like, well, pattern altitudes are around 1,800 feet, so I want to make sure. Do that. I mean, it's a visual approach. I don't know how to do this. We'll see how it goes. What are the rules for a visual approach? Anyway, he's going to vector us and give us an altitude. He'll probably get us down to 2,000 feet next or something like that. But we are at...
Jet 231 Kilo Papa, turn right heading 090, descend and maintain 2,000.
Right turn 090, descend and maintain 2,000, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, let's get that right turn. Heading mode, right turn. Why can't I zoom in? Right turn 090, descend and maintain 2,000. And I'm going to slow us down to about 180. So quiet in here. All right, gear and flaps are what, 190 knots it looks like? Yeah, I think it's 190.
American 821 Memphis Center ident.
All right, we're going to get another right turn soon. Going down to 2,000. Let's slow us down to 160. This is basically our base leg. All right, down to 160. Yeah, I do already have the runway in sight.
American 821 radar contact.
At least the airport's in sight.
West of Fort Smith.
All right, 170. I'm going to go ahead and get gear and flaps 1 down. Just going to turn our final in a second. Okay, we should get that turn soon. And we have the added awareness here from the visual approach I loaded in.
Vision Jet 23 Kilo on Papa, turn right heading 150. Join the runway 18 left localizer.
Localizer? All right, turn right 150 Kilo 1 Papa and join the localizer. Localizer?
American 821.
Join the localizer? What?
Light precipitation extends along your route of flight.
What localizer? He said visual approach. Home, procedure. Oh my god. What's going on here? Is this normal? Join the localizer. ILS 18 left. Vectors. Load and activate. Okay. There we go. Nav mode. All right, localizer. There we go. All right, we'll join the localizer. All right, 140. All right. It's okay. I'd rather do the fun thing. I just wasn't expecting localizer. All right, we are now capturing the localizer right now. Hey, I'll take an ILS. It's fine with me. All right, runway's in sight. There's 2,000 glide slopes above us. We're down to 140, turning final.
Jet 231 Kilo Papa is joining the localizer there. The airport will be at your 12 o'clock and 2 miles. Report the field.
We have the field in sight, Kilo 1 Papa.
Kilo 1 Papa, your clear visual approach from runway 18 left.
Clear visual approach 18 left, Kilo 1 Papa. All right. Visual approach 18 left. Let's do that. Interesting. Is that a normal thing to get a localizer to line you up? I mean, that's kind of awesome, but whew, I was not expecting it. All right, well, there's 18 left right there. There is center, I think, and then right. And then we got our boy Josh over here. And then our parking is going to be right over here. So once we exit over here, we're going to taxi in, I think this way and around that building, kind of.
Delta 2386 Memphis Center.
Visual to ILS to visual. That's a load.
Howdy.
All right, we're at 140 knots. Final approach speed is 100 knots. I'm going to keep the speed up, though, because we are 12 miles away.
821, cleared direct.
IE XS, so this is the localizer 8 DME on the localizer. Sync our heading bug straight ahead. All right, here comes the glide slope.
2079, can I expect 18 right?
American 27.
And what's our full flaps? 150, so I'm going to go full flaps. We're hitting the, we're not actually going to use the glide slope, but we have it.
And Vision 23, Kilo 1 Papa, wind 1507, runway 18 left, clear to land.
18 left, clear to land, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and disengage our autopilot. And auto throttle.
Any way I can get a shortcut, sir?
All right, we got the glide slope. So we got a little crosswind from the left.
Awesome. We departed late. We're trying to make up time where we can. Thank you.
All right, we got full flaps. We got the glide path if we need it. I'm just going to keep the speed up a bit because we're still, feels like we're just very far away. All right, our altitude's good, but I need to go to the left a bit. Get back on the localizer, especially when there's potentially parallel traffic or parallel landings happening.
Send via the HOBRK 3, landing south, 3012, American 2079.
Okay, we're at 1,200 feet. We got like 800 feet to go. Nice 6-knot crosswind from the left and 22-knot headwind right now. Good on the glide path, good on the localizer, pretty good. 100 knots. We have such a strong headwind. Our ground speed's only 96 knots right now, so I'm not going to decrease our speed by too much. And that glide slope looks a little low to me. I don't know if I trust it. It's all right. All right, we're down to 2-knot crosswind, 11-knot headwind. Still 100 across the ground. Still above the glide slope.
386, clear direct I have.
Clear direct I have 23.
6 knots from the left. 9 knots from the headwind. Still good on the glide slope. Gears down, 3 greens, flap 100. 110 knots, 101 over the ground. Still good on the glide slope. A little high on the glide slope, actually. But I feel visually like we're good. Yeah. Yaw damper just got turned off automatically. All right, 4 knots from the left, 9-knot headwind. A little to the left.
If this is at Kilo 1 Papa, you can make your next left turn there at Taxiway Papa, followed by a left turn on Yankee, northbound on Yankee that is, and you can taxi to the, I think you said Wilson Air Center is where you wanted. They have a west entrance right there to the north off of Yankee.
Alright, left exit at Papa, Yankee to the FBO. Thanks, Kilo 1 Papa. Yeah, this guy's super chill. Well, we bought this scenery for something then. Let's see how the taxiway signs are. He said next left, so that's me here. I don't see my position on the... oh, that's why we're all the way over here. There we go. All right, and taxi via Yankee. All right, parking brake is on. We got our flaps up. It's our after takeoff checklist, or after landing checklist, I mean. I think we turn the oxygen off. That's go around checklist. After landing, flaps up. IPS off. That's our engine. I should have turned that off on the way in. Pitot heat is off. External lights as required. Landing and strobe are on. All right, cool. Parking brake is off. Hey, he said Wilson or something like that, which the taxiway diagram doesn't have that, but sometimes if you zoom all the way in on the VATS or on the Navigraph map, it will have like more details like that. So here's Yankee up here to the east FBO. So I'm not sure. Maybe once I get there, I'll see that it says Wilson. Real Southern polite. Dude, that's a real thing. Oh, Raccoon just landed. Oh, Dave is coming in too. Raccoon just touched down. I see you. I have such a long taxi. I feel like I shouldn't stop since we're on VATSIM and drone it over to Raccoon. Maybe I'll catch Dave landing though. I see him over there in the distance. All right, on 20 knot ground speed on the taxi here. Pitot heat's off, so that warning's fine. That was pretty fun. Man, that was... So two things I learned. First of all, when you do a VNAV direct to, it sets your constraint to an at altitude constraint instead of honoring the original constraint. So at that one waypoint at the HOBRK waypoint, the one he had it cleared us direct to, when I used VNAV direct to, it changed it from an at or below to an at restriction. So that kind of messed with my descent, and I wasn't at the right altitude restriction at the waypoint after that, which was like TAMMY, I think. So that was one mistake. And then also it was weird transitioning to the ILS, but that worked just fine. I think it's just a good idea, even if you're using a visual approach. It makes sense for me to have any navigation aids that are available up. Like, why wouldn't I be tuned into the localizer already? No reason to not use it if it's there. So I think that would have been good too. And once again, I forgot to look up my parking in advance, so that was bad. And then the other thing I learned was he gave me that unrestricted descent down to 4,000 feet. And I didn't realize I had to manually turn off VNAV. VNAV mode on the autopilot was still active, even though I was using vertical speed mode. I'm used to it, I think on the G1000, if you're in VNAV mode and then you hit vertical speed mode, it replaces the whole vertical mode. But in this plane, or maybe on the G1000, I guess the behavior is that you can use vertical speed mode with VNAV still armed. So in that case, you can like vertical speed it down faster if you want to, but then VNAV is going to take it over again. So I had to just go down and turn VNAV off. When he gave me unrestricted, that's kind of like the key word to turn off VNAV on the autopilot, I guess, if I have it. Anyway, that was cool. Dave is coming in. I just need to get over here to the parking. I'm at 29 knots. Whoa. 29 knots. All right, we got the FBO to our right here. He said it's Wilson, so... Oh, dude, it's pretty. There's a bunch of trees over there. Oh yeah, there is the FedEx right here. I'll take a look at the scenery in a minute. I just want to catch Dave's landing if I can really quickly.
Memphis Center, Walker 3798 with you, file 410.
Walker 3798, Memphis Center.
All right, nice. Dave's coming in. Yeah, well, this is another way to see more of the scenery too. Looks like he's got his blacked out TBM 850 livery going. Oh, and SNES RA's here too, and Raccoon landed as well. I didn't catch everybody because I was so distracted with doing all the VATSIM work. All right, Dave's on the way in. It's crazy how long it is to get to the threshold of the runway.
Destination's Nashville.
I just feel like I'm flying over the airport for so long. Oops, sorry, I have the worst drone skills.
I took off out of Denver, and they had it. Now I'm on the V-Pilot flight plan window.
Ooh, touchdown right on the keys.
I pre-filed it on
that TBM, man. It's funny, the livery looks so weird without the tail number. It's just like white.
Denver to Frankfurt one.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing is Frankfurt.
Double check your call sign.
That was so cool that Memphis came online. That was great. That was a pretty big adjustment. So that, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about that. That was really fun.
Yeah, on the pre.
All right, let me shut this thing down. I want to fly around with the drone a little bit and just check out the scenery as well. Check out the airport scenery, and then we'll call it a night. All right, IPS switches off. Fresh air and master oxygen are off. Engine IPS was already off. Lights off. Got that done on my switches already.
3798, squawk 77.
Engine knob, and then engine button.
7742, Walker 3798. I can fill out the
N2 below
flight plan
24%.
real quick if you'd like me to.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
It's at 53 right now. Did I not hit the button?
And that was 7748, correct?
7742, please.
There we go.
7742, Walker 3798.
24% on N2. Replace the caps pin. Can't do that. Gen 1 and 2, BAT 1 and 2, parking brake. Recognize me, Microsoft Flight Sim. Yes, hour 22 minutes. All right, and parking brake is on. Heck yeah. Yeah, the controller is super chill. He's yeah, that was great. He definitely could have yelled at me for not following the altitude restrictions at, I think it was TAMMY, right after that first fix, because that was my fault and just not knowing that VNAV direct. Dave, do you have the scenery too? He just went under this little area right here. Yeah, that controller is really good. If Dave doesn't own this payware, runway positions and taxiways can vary. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's funny, he just drove right under this as if he does own it. But this is cool. So is this, he asked if I was, he said like, oh, you can, he said you're parking at Wilson or something like that. But I don't know where I would find that information. Because over here in Navigraph, it just said, actually if I zoom in more, yeah, it just says East FBO. Then it's got hangars over here. The Winchester ramp. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's somewhere on one of these maps. There's cargo ramps down here. And one of you guys said FedEx. Yeah, FedEx hub is right here. So we saw that right behind us. That is in here. It's funny, it just looks so dead without any ground traffic turned on. I guess I go under traffic and turn some of the ground airport density up. Or aircraft density. There we go. Look a little more lively. This airport is absolutely gigantic. I don't think I've ever flown into Memphis before. So just looking at the taxiway diagram is just the airport diagram is kind of insane. De-ice facility on the south. Okay, I want to go check that out. Start FSLTL to get a bazillion FedEx planes. Oh, yeah, yeah. Can definitely do that. I have multiplayer on too. Injector. Oh, I have it on. I have the FSLTL uninstalled again. I'm the worst at installing and uninstalling, or maybe the best at uninstalling things. I'm like, I haven't used that in 2 hours. Better uninstall it. So yeah, it's just gonna add a bunch of random liveries here. The main terminal. So is that? Let's see. Where is my mouse cursor? There we go. So there's the main terminal, and then south of there is the de-ice facility. Is that here? Terminal, there's a big empty area, and then there's 2 large like concrete areas. So I guess that's more in this area, but I guess it's not here. Assume that road's there, right? So this is where the taxiways. These look like they should connect. Maybe not. There's 36 center, 36 right, and yeah, 36 left over here. So yeah, this is where the de-icing center would be. We just have some aerial photography here. Nearly every plane landing right now in real life is FedEx. Yeah, I know nothing about Memphis, but apparently I don't know how this ranks as the how big of the FedEx like hub of a FedEx hub it is. Like, is it like the biggest in the country, biggest in the world? And then here we have, yep, military ramp next to the north and south cargo ramp. So this is part of the Memphis scenery, I'm pretty sure. They have like some ordnance here of some sort, if that's the right word. I don't know. I'm not a military guy. I have no idea. And then these are supposed to be the north and south cargo ramps. We got some jets in here. Oh, is it the world headquarters? Oh, there you go. Yep, that explains it. I didn't want to assume, you know. Some emergency vehicles, and then yeah, I guess it's just the FedEx hub specialty sort up there at the north. Democrat ramp, north ramp, courtyard ramp. I think it's doing VATSIM is cool just because I wouldn't be buying this scenery otherwise, or like flying into these airports if I wasn't doing VATSIM. So I'm kind of getting a tour of all the major airports, which is kind of fun. And yeah, learning little things about it. Like, I didn't know that this was the world headquarters for FedEx. So man, I feel like I learned like 10 things in the last 10 minutes. Learned about VNAV direct, learned about the VNAV being on or off, learned about backing up a visual approach with an with a localizer just in case. Anyway, that was awesome. Thank you guys for flying along. I know Josh flew along, and Raccoon and Dave, and someone else was here, SNES or something. I saw them since the start. I don't know who that is in chat, but thanks for flying along as well. There'll be a quiz. I gotta get used to remembering that I'll need to take a quiz if I actually keep studying for the ground instructor stuff. I gotta get that through my head. I'm doing the thing that I shouldn't be doing, which is taking too long in between learning sessions. Like, they even said at the start of like doing Shepherd Air, they're like, they're basically like, study by cramming for it. Like, study as long as you possibly can until you get tired, and then stop studying, rest, and then start studying again the next day. And don't put off taking the actual exam for too long. Even though they give you a 1 year like access to their materials, it's like, yeah, they stress like, do it in like a short amount of time if you can. And I'm definitely not doing that. I'm just like taking my time. But I will study some more tonight. It's 8:30. I'm gonna I already kind of ate an early dinner, so maybe I'll have second dinner and do a little bit of studying. And I think I need to hop in the longitude tonight, play around with that a little bit, get familiar with it again. I think that'd be a good idea for VATSIM purposes until I'm ready to do an airliner ever. Who knows? I have no idea. All right, guys. Good game. Thanks so much for hanging out in chat. Great to see you guys as always. I'll see you guys on Thursday. And I think on Thursday I'm going to start by, I think I'm going to try this new weekly thing of just doing like marketplace review, maybe buying some of the cheap things and just checking them out on stream. Use some of that YouTube money that you guys get me by watching the videos and stuff and watching those ads. Put that towards some marketplace purchases and see what some of the things are about. Even the silly things like the flashlights and the cars, the flying cars and stuff. That I watched P. Gatcomb's video. He made a video about that and it was hilarious. So I don't know if you guys watch him, but I had no idea that the car had wings. It was a surprise. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys on the Discord and I'll see you on Thursday. See ya.